All right. All right. All right. Huh. How weird. The first word thing doesn't show up. Like, whenever people start talking, like, first thing of the day, I usually see first words, but it doesn't show up for all these people. It showed up for these people. How weird. Oh, well. Huh. What is up, everyone? This is Do Coffee with Soul. I am your host. We're going to chat. We're going to talk. We're going to hope. I'm going to hope, at least, for a trading post thing in an hour and some change. The calendar seems to sort of suggest it might happen today. Maybe. Just maybe. First of the month is next Wednesday. You know, that's like a week from now. They don't really do a trading post thing on Friday. They could do it on Monday. They could do it on Tuesday. I'm just hoping for today because... Sure, why not? Oh, hi, Blood Elf person. You represent our people with your glorious radiance. Oh my gosh, I certainly do. Yes! It's great to be a paladin in Sylvan City. Just want to let you know. It's awesome. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. It is Thursday, which is most likely going to be the last stream of the day. Although I'm on the fence about it. Because I'm asking myself, do I even have anything to talk about this weekend? Is there really much to like recap and talk about that isn't like super broken record stuff? And I'm not sure. You know, so if I decide to not do a weekly, I might just stream instead. Which means I'll finally have time to build my own house. Yay! I'll actually be able to play the game and hang out with you guys and just chat. So we might do something like that. So anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. Like I said, it's Thursday. You know, hope you guys have been getting like lots of loots and treasures and that your builds are like doing goods and all that. But let's say hi to people and wish me luck at missing the repeats. What's up to Arumas? You're the first person to say hi. What's up to Ravens and Darth and Savitar and Arcadius and Hazelnuts and Malvenu and Valeria and Roxana and Dorian and Valeria and Cherizona and Blue. Hey, what's up, Blue? What's up, other Blue? There's one on Twitch and then there's one on YouTube. Unless you're the same person, I don't think you are, but you know. What's up to Kaisho? To Susanna Groves, what's up to Talani and Annie, to Joey Kitten and Macho and Crystal, what's up to Mysteria, and the rest, yeah, all the beautiful digital smiling faces going to join us throughout the day. Can I claim my thing yet? Twitch.tv/inventory. No. I still cannot claim the cotton candy thing for myself because I suck. Whoops, my bad. We'll get to it. Trust. We'll get to it. Let's see. So we have how many? Where are my 5 people? So we got 5 more folks to take a look at today. We're going to be looking at, we'll be visiting the places of Dara, Art of Death, Death Doggy, or Dogi, Melan, and Bjorn. So I'm looking forward to that. A couple of returnees, a couple of new folks and all that. I'm still amazed at how quickly the queue filled up for next week. I'm kind of floored. I need to really start mentally preparing myself because it's going to be a long and fantastic week next week. Because that's when we'll be visiting the Walkia group. They're going to put their foot forward or whatever. Oh, hey, I sold a transmog for 5K. Nice. So those transmog things that you can buy with the dark particles, and I've been selling some of those, and one just sold for $5,000. I'm like, okay, I'll take that. But yeah, I haven't been doing too much in game. I've been busy with unrelated I've been busy with unrelated non-WoW stuff. So I haven't had a chance to play as much as I'd like to, but we'll see how things go like today and tonight. I don't know if we'll attempt Mythic again. I think I feel, unfortunately, I feel like we're a little bit low on the overall performance. So I might just like, give us some wins after like a whole bunch of wiping. So we'll just like let's kill some bosses basically. And maybe work towards, if people still need like little spatterings of gear here and there, like cool. But I think for the most part, people will just need to do keys. So I'm really glad over what's going to happen next season, where we're going to be at least a little bit less dependent on keys for gearing and stuff. We can just, I know I can just kind of stay in my lane. It was kind of funny when you're hearing all that stuff about, hey, what in season 2 when doing the heroic raid will get you like mid-track gear in the vault. I'm like, well, goodbye keys. There's like very little reason for me to run those anymore. But also, I haven't really looked at the gear. It's going to be a really good motivator for us to kind of consistently clear like the heroic version of the raid the whole way through. Usually what we do is, we complete AOTC, we do normal achievements, and then we do what I call re-progression. We just kind of start over. People switch alts, they switch roles, and then somehow we just kind of forget everything and everyone sucks again. It's a crazy phenomenon. But it still feels like progression for the most part. This time around, I might be, I feel compelled to kind of pressure myself and be like, okay, maybe we'll just keep doing more heroic clears. That way people can get their myth track stuff. I don't know. So we'll have to see. There's a for performance. No, it doesn't help me. Sorry. Let's see. So what are we gonna do right now? We still have like 17 or so minutes before we start. I did my professional. Oh, I know what I can do. I totally forgot about it yesterday. I didn't even do Ahoon. Yay. There's a lot I need to do, actually. I still need to go around and do the, get them blossoms and see what kind of transmog stuff I want to get. If anything. Like, is there a shield? Is there a shield? Because I'm not sure if there is a, if there's like a midsummer shield of sorts. I'll definitely pick that up. But we'll see. Reprogression thing, it's not unusual. Oh, it's not? Oh, okay. No, because I know for us, it's like sometimes it's like, okay, cool. Well, it's another weird phenomenon where it's like, hey, cool guys, we extended the raid, we skipped to the last boss, we killed the last boss, awesome, well done, congrats on AOTC. Let's go back and reprogress, or let's kill the bosses that we skipped and all that, right? And then we wipe on like the first boss like a couple times. I'll be like, dude, I'm pretty certain that happened with this season too. It's like, yo, dude, rookie moves, man. And some other bosses too, just like phenomenal screw ups. There is. Okay, cool. We're in it. We're locked in now, buddies. So I'm just going around doing flower stuffs. I mean, now's also a good time for people to level up their earthen while they still can. Like, if you've never done it before, it is a pleasant experience. Just hop onto an earthen character, make a new one, and then just fly around. Unlock all the flight points, make sure you have XP buffs running, and then you'll suddenly be like, oh, I'm like max level. That's sweet. Oh, the shield is from last year. Oh, okay. Okay, so maybe I do have it already. All right. Well, this queue is longer than I would like. Oh, there we go. Yay. And it seems like some parts of the fight didn't change, but it seems like the dressing did. Like, I see lots of like Sunwalkers and stuff. It feels like Sunwalkers like Anshe like totally took over this holiday. They kind of made it their own. And I don't know if I was paying good enough attention last year, But is that new? Or have they been, have the Torn been taken over this holiday? Because it's kind of new to me. It's new, okay. I think that's cool. I'm tired of them night elves having having a monopoly over like all the holidays just because they're kind of hot and sexy. Gosh. Alright, so I will skip on, well, I'll still go around and get flowers or burning blossoms and whatnot. And I heard good things about the new quest too. I need to get around and do those. So, seems fun. As soon as I can do it. Come on. Come on, holiday people. Let's go. It's always the worst. You do your queue, and you're like waiting. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna step away real quick, and that's how you know the queue's gonna pop. Happens every time, without fail. Come on, healer. Don't let us down. So how are my signups for next week? Oops. Okay, sent required. Okay, so 2 people. Yo, buddy. Come on, guys. I believe in you guys. I believe. There we go. All right. Sheesh. Yeah, I remember having to do like the long walk all the way over here. You know, from the entrance. Ugh, you know. And so, did someone start it? I don't know. No one talked to him. Everyone simultaneously sucked. Oh wait, no. Okay, how do we start it, actually? Oh, this. Boom. Alright, so I learned. So now I know what to do. Appreciate the changes pop, but no, it's convenient. You know, the original spawn point, it's jank, but it worked, right? It was merely functional. But kind of too bad, you know, no change in the actual encounter. But well, I guess it's okay. It's not like it needed anything like new. But they did like totally like revamp the whole Headless Horseman thing into like its own separate thing. I guess the difference is that oh, you know, actually, shoot, how long is Hallow's End? This is 2 weeks, so I'm asking myself like, how long is like the other ones? Yeah, the Headless Horseman real was pretty good. I mean, the whole like additional challenge, hey, let's do something a little different, like that kind of like that fizzled out pretty quick, I gotta say. Like we still end up like zerging the whole thing, but that's kind of what happens when you have something that is that level agnostic. It's like, yo, I'm here with like level 10s or whatever, so you can't have anything that's too complicated. You know, between class abilities and the good chance that some gamers who are going in there, they really are level 10s, like their first character or something like that. So, you know, they got to factor that sort of stuff in. Oh, Hell's End was 2 weeks as well? Okay. Yeah, so they should redo this thing a little bit more. I mean, it looks a little different. But as for what they can add, I don't know. All right. Come on, big money. I got a thing. Oh, I already got that. What is it? Glaspherous Spire of the Staff. Oh, okay, I know what that one is. I know what that one is. I saw someone link, or I saw some people on socials. They talked about like this kind of like blue lightsaber looking thing that you get in the current zone in Val. I'll be interested in getting that one. Not now though. Yeah, I'll look that up later. But I'm interested because it's blue. That's easy transmog to match up with as well. I don't think the model shows up. If I were to like pull it up in the transmog stuff though. So if I do that and then go to like swords, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna see it here. Uncollected. And that's a no. It has a very obvious look to it. Oh well. Can always be a Halzen if you're delusional. Brilliant. Brilliant. So many things are just, they just take place in the mind, dude. Like, that's right, I truly am an Adonis, a stallion among men, right? Alright. But let's see. Were there any other news things that was, like, entertaining enough to talk about? Not too much. Like, I was talking a lot about, like, patch stuff and, like, the new house, you know, the housing changes and whatnot. So, you know, the video that's where I collate all that together, like, that's out now. New mounts, data mine, who cares? Whatever. There's like a bajillion mounts. It's hard for me to, I mean, it's cool. But I definitely don't get excited over the +1 of it. It's like, okay, do they look cool? They look all right. Having so many mounts, it lets me be picky about what to be like. Okay, well, this is like really awesome. So like, what's this one? This is a mythic mount looking thing. That's cool. And then we got the, oh, this is the Delve mount for Solon What's His Face, another mecha-like thing. Oh, but it's got like a blood troll sort of vibe to it. Yeah, actually, that one's not bad. That one I'm automatically gonna get. The Glory mount. How does this one look? Oh, that one's kind of cool. But that's also one that we just kind of automatically get. Then recolors. What else? KSM mount. Oh, it's a bone looking thing. Okay, that one looks kind of neat. What else? We got ooh, big Hydra looking snake thing. This comes from the last boss. Ground. Oh, is it really just ground mount? How pissed will people be over that? Yeah, let me see. Something review. Yeah, so there's that guy. And I guess that's the saddle. And then is there a fly? I don't see a thing to fly with. Literal garbage. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, I mean, we'll see what people say about it. And then what else is there? Oh god, there's so many. Jesus. And then fishy. This looks like a fishy. It is a fishy. Okay, so it's an eel thing. You know, that's actually kind of cool. That is a pretty slick looking mount. I'd almost say that's the favorite. But I'm looking for things that it's like, okay, are there things that are like out of the way that would make me be like, ooh, I gotta do that content that I don't normally do. This thing looks neat though. I'd say PvP mounts are usually some of my favoritest out of them. Transparent stuff, bears, little salamandery creatures. Oh, broomsticks are back. More broomsticks. And then here's the owl that we saw on the front page. Okay, those eyes, man. That's all right. They're decent. They're decent. And yet, like, I'll get them, but then what do I always come back to? The rocket mount. This is like, it's almost the law. Like, I have to use this thing. I don't want to ground mount, especially if they're going to continue adding these small no-fly zones. Yeah, they're nice. Yeah. I usually want to use like the random mount, and you know, I'm pretty happy with that. But lately, I've just been stuck with the whole rocket thing. All right, so let's head over to a house. Hey. All right, go in here. I have a quick question, hoping someone can help. I'm trying to get all my class hall mounts. I have each class, and I've gotten all 4. When I check resources, they all say go to get broken control, which I've done. Oh, you've gotten all but 4. Okay. Oh, shucks. Oh god, what are those websites, guys? Like there's websites with that track that sort of stuff, and then they help direct you where to go. Or Wowhead. Yeah. Currently, what are the rules for pets on the Peter? I'm having a hard time getting pets to roam around and not just sit on top of their pet carrier. I tried sending them to the floor. Would pets go under as well? I don't know if you're here yesterday, but I covered that stuff when I was doing my testing. The ground is lava. the floor is lava. So right now, the pets on the PTR, they don't acknowledge like naked floor as a valid walking surface, so they avoid it. So just get a rug, put the pet carrier on top of a rug, and then that's it. And then they'll walk on it. And that's it. So that's why on the PTR, I don't know if you remember from yesterday, I put down like big old platforms and I lined them up like all over the house, and then I put the pet carriers on top of that, and then they were like moving around. So I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know how I landed on that. Like that's just kind of a, I don't know, maybe that's like a normal tester thing that maybe tester instincts just kind of kicked in. It's like, oh, I know what happens when this issue. It's because the ground's lava. Duh. Sorry, Vader wasn't clear to me. The rug was new. Okay. Yeah, that's the problem right now. So it's just a bug right now, and I'm sure that'll get fixed. You know, it's got to get fixed before live, otherwise it's like super non-functional. But I think not every pet behaves the same way. I was using mostly puppies, and I think one of the flying pets, I think those behave a little bit better, but it's still a problem. It's still a bug. All right. Ooh, I feel out of it this morning. Shucks. All right. I mean, I slept good and everything. Slept good. Got my coffee. Not in pain. You know what it is? It's hella warm in here. That's what it is, man. Let me look real quick. What is the weather today? Weather today is going to be mid-80s. All right. That ain't bad. But still, okay. All right, I think we're good to go, guys. So... we're good. We're good. All right, so this is a revisit with a rebuild with updates. All right, I believe their visit was from quite some time ago too. So I've totally like just kind of I probably pushed everything out of my head. All right. All right, folks, this is Dara's place. Rovin Founders. And how are we looking so far? So far, we're looking very pleasant. Kind of interesting already. Because as soon as we go through like their entrance, because it's all fenced off, front door is like right in front of our face. Sometimes people will have, like we see all sorts of variations, right? Sometimes the house is towards the back and you want to have like this big lot. Some people, they want to have a backyard and it's fenced off. This is just just one of many variations that we see. Kind of interesting that, it's right up front. There's only so much distance until you get to like the front door right over here. But we do got place for puppy. Let's go around and watch the greens that are surrounding the spots. Oh, there's even like right on the side of the house too. There's a gravestone there. So nice and dressed up. Nice little dedication to who knows, absent friends or what have you. Now, very interesting that it's right on the side of the house and not like, at a place that's a little bit more tucked away. So definitely a preference thing. But right through here, we kind of get that whole sense of different sorts of like yard projects that the boss of the house is setting up for themselves. A little bit of plant work and things are looking pretty good. One platformed cooking pit. Oh, nice. Oh, I find this very clean actually. Now you have now I would say it is a bit not dangerous, but there is a thing about having the grill right under like an overhang that feels permanent, because then all that stuff is going to get caught in there. It's going to get all like the oils and all that stuff is going to soak into the fabric, and that could be a big problem, man. So you got to make sure that that thing gets clean like pretty much when you're done every time, and that can be a big pain in the butt. So you got to be careful about that stuff. But really cool cooking pit, nice simple setup. One rock as the foundation, and then you have your boar being cooked. Nice. And then as it's going, boom, take a nap while kids are playing outside and doing their thing. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to get more and more use of these official planters. We've seen lots of variations and with people using beams or little benches or whatnot to dress that up. But now we're going to see like the real thing, and it's a great shape too. I'll be very I'm excited to see like other uses that people use for that, such as like wall trimmings and trimmings over doorways as well, things like that. That'll be cool. Easy to clean, just hire a mage. There we go. Just have them use like low level fire spells. So you have to hire a vanilla mage to do it. You can't get a modern WoW mage. They're just going to like super cook it. You have to find a low level mage to do it. Yeah, it's a little complicated if you want to do it that way. But yeah, very natural kind of backyard setup. Love it. As for the house itself, nice and simple. No extra dressings or extensions or anything like that. The place is fairly high level, but nothing too crazy. A little signage up there. A nice cool entrance under the moonwell here. And let's head on inside. All right, so as soon as we go in, we have a non-standard kind of entrance. Instead of like the sprawling foyer or whatnot, here we're presented with immediate choices. Go left, go right, and then that's going to kind of open us up. And so I'm just kind of guessing we might see like a big fireplace behind this wall setup, but we're entranced in, with this very pleasant greeting from Malarian Torellian. Hey guys. Once again, the planters are right there. We can lay down our goods, hang up our weapons. I have not seen, and I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, folks. I thought that weapon rack exists now, that we can get it. So if you go to La Argentina, you can get this weapon rack thing that lets you take off your weapons. And so far, I've yet to see a build that has used it. So maybe it's not a thing yet. I just thought it was. But let's go right through. Check out the... Ooh, I really like how this opens up. That's cool. Because here's the greeting, and then bang, and things just kind of like pop. I really like the natural look here. Yeah, this is great. Spider webs, they gotta clean that. So anyway, kitchen stuff. Well, kitchenette slash bar. Now maybe this is like the whole thing, which is actually I think that's like kind of cool. Oh, that's cute. The thing over the basketball hoop over the trash can, or that's a laundry thing. But I'm gonna say trash probably. Great stuff with the fridge. And again, nice, clean, simple setup. The kit bashing here, it's there, but it's like pretty minimal. So we can retain that kind of like Warcraft style and feel with these bigger pieces. The Razor Wind, I'm sorry, these sturdy style bar tables. There you go, bar tables. Sink that's sunk in. Get it? Plates, pantry stuff. Tea is going. Little thing of a French press right over there, and then this larger spread of food because food's done. We're good to go. I'm just kind of peeking over here real quick. All right. But yeah, very nice, very pleasant way of entering the place. We're invited for food, straight up. Let's go. Let's eat. All right. So I'm just kind of peeking in a little bit to see what's ahead, but I think we're going to go our usual directions. I'm just kind of like giving myself a chance to really soak everything in here. Yeah, very pleasant. So let's go into this room here, where we have kind of sort of a collection-y sort of spot. We have this nice big crystal as the centerpiece, and we go around, check out some of the work that they've done, perhaps, or they've collected. Probably did the work, right? Because they got the easel and everything. Different collections of stuff that they collected. Stuff from Pandaria, mostly. Oh, click it. Heck yeah. Always got to do that, dude. But yeah, stuff from like different eras. We can lay down, have ourselves a book. Nice little lived-in feel. They also got to clean up after themselves. You know what I mean? All right, so let's go back to this main room here with the kitchen and all that. We'll go ahead and check out what's going on over there, because I have a feeling that's gonna give us some more depth and all. So let's go into this. Oh, it's a different kind of collection room. So like, that's kind of like the bookwormy stuff, right? This is like the real stuff, the manly thing, whatever. This is the collection room of violence. Loot that's been collected, treasure chest that we just kind of hauled out for ourselves. Little sports trophy. I remember that one. And then of course our nice little I don't know, a hall of murder. Our kills, which is glorious. Love seeing these sorts of collections, especially when it's like when they're not like fully complete, so they're like organized in a certain way. I don't know how they're organized. For all I know, it's alphabetical order. But I always like seeing the array of prey trophies pop up, and eventually we're going to see more and more of that. Just imagine like this so many years from now, when people are going to have like their big trophy rooms full of like weapons and armor and pedestals with like previous kills on them and all that. People are going to have like whole like arrays. It's going to take up like so much of their budget, and they're going to cry over at Blizzard, be like, yo dude, I need more room for like all my trophies. That's going to be a cool problem for the developers to encounter and have to deal with. But yeah, love the vibes of this room. All right, and then there's one extra room here, which I'm gonna guess bathroom, as it usually is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, pantry. Ah, so side pantry here. Well lit and everything, fully stocked. So we're ready for the next meal, pretty much. You know, food's out and everything, but we're ready to go if we're going to be serving rounds and rounds of people for like a long weekend of celebration. All right, so we're going into this. Oh, we're going to this relaxy style room, and we have this duskwood Christmas tree. Never taken down because, well, it's a pain in the butt to bring down. So might as well leave it up. You know, when the time comes, we'll be able to archive this thing, save it as a blueprint, and then if they want to, then they can finally bring this thing down. Um, but great shaping. I can kind of see why they don't want to bring it down because it just looks nice. You know, the way that it comes together, fantastic. As for the rest of the spread here in this living room, let's go ahead and hang right here and enjoy ourselves. We got our firewoods. Actually, as a little suggestion, remember, just as a reminder, they haven't said anything yet, but the core duels is still going on. People still queue up for it, and so it's like there's a bundle of wood there. Um, so now I'm seeing that, and actually, oh, they did a great job of making that live a little bit. You know, because you have like one of the axes here that happens to be stuck in there as well. Nice, nice. So I take it all back. You got your different style of woods. That's all good. Back here, more like a bar area. So like some of the serving and regular foods is happening here. The adult stuff. Okay, the more adult casual stuff is happening here. We're putting together special concoctions to put into our coffee, spiking that stuff up, right? Having straight wine, little snackies and all that as well. And then we go to work. Then we can get some work done. It's fine because the AI is doing the work for us, and we can just kind of like chill and relax and be like, "Oh yeah, babe, we're getting the work done. Don't worry about it. We're good. Everything looks on this." No, that's the cool thing is that we're not seeing anything that is overly like I don't want to say overdone because the creations that people put together like are great. They are fantastic and everything. But what I like here is I can't really put it into words. It's just a very clean and very Warcraft kind of look to it. There we go. I think that's the best way to put it. Is that it still retains very very much of that Warcraft personality. A lot of higher end builds I see, they tend to go all in with the kit bashing. And so we start seeing structures and shapes that look like kind of a departure from the game. And I'm not saying that like it's bad. It's just a style. But I really like this style here. This is definitely one of my more favorite folk style houses that I've seen. Um, Another thing that I miss a lot too, um, rugged styles. Like I haven't seen. I very rarely see like okay, here's like this definitive like horde house, this orcish house. Whenever I do see it, oh, they're memorable. They're great. Something like this also great too because it's staying pretty much in character with what is like folk, what is human, and all that. And everything here, it just lands really well. All right, so let's go into here, into what looks like the bedroom. Yeah. Very, very spacious with how that's set up. Lots of walking room for like dance moves if they wanted to do all that stuff. And here are the guardians of the house. The Murgles, the Reptar, and the Snuffles. Ready to like, that door opens. If it's someone else, they will immediately, like Kai Vesa, they'll just pounce on that thing. You're dead. So, but no, not really. So here we have this kind of like standalone bedroom where the boss of the house can enjoy all the things for themselves: warmth, some comfort. I think there might be some snackies around here. No, but I can just go ahead and throw some snackies down. Towards the side here on these side tables. We're good to go. and enjoy your books. One window, just pointing that out. One window, right in the back here, but plenty of air circulation because they straight up put a ceiling fan. Nice. So actually, what are those exactly? There's like a couple things here. So I know that this is like that big old structure, whatever it's called. Yeah, so that's that windmill. And then here is, okay, here, yeah, okay, a shadow forged lamppost. All right. So they just took like the stud here, and that might be it. And then that's a Borellus bottle lamp. Okay. Interesting. That's cool. Yeah. So I think they just kind of, yeah, they embiggened this guy, flipped it upside down, and so the windmill is blocking the actual light part there. All right. Yeah, clean shape. Very, very clean shape. Collections here on the side, and then we got one shroud. That will take us to bathroom. All right. A raised bathroom. I'm sorry, raised toilet, I should point out. Just in case. Just in case, like, things go awry, things spill over. At least it's not going to get, like all trapped, like, near the toilet and then cause, like, additional leakage and all that. That'd be terrible. Absolutely terrible. In we go with this giant tub. Actually, this is a huge tub. Yo, this is, like, maybe 200%. Yeah, that's huge. All right. So let's do a quick pass because I think we've seen everything. I think we've gone through the house. See, that's what I love about this place. It's nice and compact. It's not trying to do anything extra. Just house. House, trophy room, Christmas tree. Yeah, it's kind of extra. But the way that it all comes together, it's great. Absolutely great. Okay, that takes us to a dead end. This takes us to the violent trophy room. The other side is the book-based trophy room. Just want to do a quick double check, make sure we didn't miss them. Yeah, I think we're good. Yay! Nice, Dara. Great improvements, dude. Thanks for showing us. Yeah, in case there's any doubt, there's no patronizing here. Like, I really like simple looks like these. It's the kind of thing, like, some of the builds that really get me the most are the ones that make me feel like, ooh, this is the kind of thing that Blizzard can put out and be like, yo, this is housing. So it's a great representation of it. There, like I said, there's some really, really complicated, really complex techniques that people have employed. They are freaking, they're just gross. With how good and how talented they are. Personally, so it's a very much a personal preference of mine, that I am particularly wowed by builds that really retain that Warcraft personality. Like, that feels fun. You know, that was part of the basis of the Azeroth Interiors build. I wanted something that felt very definitively Warcraft. It wasn't trying to be a departure from it at all. You know, the kind of thing. I think I remember a dev telling us afterwards. They said, "Yo, this is the kind of thing that we would want to have. You know, we would build something similar like this in game." I'm like, "Oh, high praise! So good, so good." All right, let's move on though. That's enough patting myself on the back. Because here's me like also doing QR codes and, and other weird stuff. Keeps you being relaxed, not go to over something like that. Something like that. I think it's just more like I want to stay. You know, I get so much enjoyment inside the universe that I really love celebrations of said universe. All that. Okay. Someone was asking about visits. Um, how do you sign up? Yeah, you just gotta really race and sign up for it. Um, or if you're part of a group, if there's a whole bunch of you that are part of like a housing community or guild or whatnot, then people can sign up in groups of 5 or so. Um, there's a process and all that, so you'll just have to DM me for more info on that. All right, so oh, I love this too. No secret rooms. House is single story. Pretty straightforward. Mm. I feel kind of bad because it almost makes it sound like, these are the kinds of houses that I prefer over like really complicated sprawling builds and all that stuff. I am going to be very, very curious though, as to like what's going to happen once blueprints become a thing. Once we can do that, I have a feeling, I'm just guessing. Maybe you guys can share your thoughts on this one. I have a feeling that some people will take like their very large builds and they're going to cut them up. They're going to be like, okay, this room, I don't really need this room anymore. I don't need this room anymore. But now they're in a state where they don't necessarily have to delete the room. They can, make a blueprint of their whole place and still have like the complete thing. But then they can start like cleaning stuff up now. So they can create multiple blueprints of all these different rooms. And then from that, start rearranging things. And then so that way they can like change the layout. So it's like, okay, instead of like this thing where people might get lost or it seems a little windy, now let's just have like this organized wing where, okay, all these things are here, all these things are here. There's a lot more that people will be able to do to organize their rooms by rearranging or deleting what they might decide later to be excess rooms. Maybe people will do that. Um, because that way, then when they do want to present something, they'll be like, okay, here's like all these things that I want to show. And they'll be able to kind of like path visitors around and show people around like a little bit better, knowing that they're not going to be stuck in this position where, oh, okay, there's all these rooms that I have and I can't delete them because I can't get rid of this one room because I have to destroy the whole house to do it. That's no longer a thing. So anyway. All right, folks, this is Art of Death's house. We're over in Razorwind, right? We're over in Razorwind, and we have some branding right over there. TP, toilet paper. Excellent. Okay, I don't know if it means that. But we're going into what feels like, it kind of feels like we're walking into this settlement of sorts. Um, Now, of course, included with the settlements is a gallows and a guillotine and a rack. So it's pleasant. I would think of this as a carnival. Do, 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 so lots of fun, festive stuff, really bright lights. Look, there's one light. Well, there's one light over there. So nice. Everyone gets to like come up here and go for a ride. There's a trapdoor in here too. Damn, that is very functional. Um, wow. Okay. All right. Oh, and not even rope. Yo, this is brutal. Like, okay, actually, this is for Vrykul, so never mind. It's not for us, right? This is for the captured Vrykul or Gnarldin or Jarldin or whatever they're called. Those big dudes, but not for us. So I'm fine. Everything's cool. Oh, look at that. That's really smart. Red carpets. That way the blood doesn't show. But actually, that's actually a very bad idea. If it's a red carpet, then you don't know if it's clean. So this can turn out to be extremely unsanitary. It's like, okay, it starts off, you think you're smart, but then all of a sudden, when you see the carpet turning like really brown, it's like, wait a minute, what's going on? And yeah, for all we know, this might have been a white carpet to begin with. So this is kind of their way of showing their badge of honor. Look how much work we've been doing, guys. Look, they got 2 racks, for maximum efficiency. What a fun carnival. Dude, there's a lever for the thing too. Oh, that's sick. Sickening. Um, it's like, all right, guys, let's go for a ride. Yay! Anyway, down we go. Oh, you know what would have been sick too? This is all the processing right here. So check out the wagon that's down here. The wagon should be down here. So that way, when the body drops, they just kind of cut them loose, boom, boom, and then they just fall in there, and you have this efficient process going. We're almost there. We are almost there. Now, what is going? Well, we'll check out the other side there, but I see some stuff back here that I'm kind of curious about. These kinds of setups. This is a sarcophagus, from what I recall, being minimally sheltered with a tent. One little thing for trolls. Oh, okay, it's a graveyard actually. Yeah, graveyard set up back here. Yeah, so again, it's a very efficient place to process. But so many coffins too. Holy cow. Yeah, okay, is this like a mortuary kind of thing? It's like, yo, industry of death, let's go. We get that. It's like, okay, execution, they're wheeled over here. It's so here's like the drop off. Someone comes up here, they're like, oh, it's the next one. They like finish their lunch real quick. We're gathered here, blah blah blah. They're talking to like pretty much birds because like they're processing people so fast. There's like one lady on the side, Janet over there. She's crying over Steve. I'm like, oh Steve, what have you done? Why don't you just stand outside of the fire? And so here's the preacher dude. He's like, yep, Steve was being Steve, right? Am I right, guys? And then Janet's like, you're right. Celebrate life and all that stuff and, move on. And then there's the gift shop right over on the side. So Janet, move along. We got to keep going. All right. So that's the vibe I'm getting out here. Actually, wait a minute. Steve's dead. Steve was executed. What did that have to do with standing in fire? Janet. Yo, you came to the wrong place, I think. Now I'm very curious about what's inside. So outside the industrial death parlor of sorts. Inside, what do we get? As soon as we go in, we are, side door. We are offered an opportunity to lay down our arms, sit on the Iron Throne-ish kind of thing, and start checking things out. Now, we are pathed over here. Actually, a quick sanity check. Okay, cool. Yeah, not path. This is just a one-way thing. Actually, no, I think they built walls. There we go. They built walls. So one more sarcophagus there. A little bit of an altar work happening here with this whole death knife. Yeah, this is a really cool piece. I never really sat down to really admire this one piece because there's like so much that goes into it. And all you got to do is fill it out with stuff and it's just going to get cooler and cooler. So all they did here is they just add the filigree sconce here, plus Death Knight book, and there you go. Yeah, and flags behind it. So you get this nice effect. So let's go through here, and okay, this is okay. I think we were right about this whole, efficient process, and they even have gravestones that are set up too. Yo, this place has everything. It's like, come on, you need to get your loved one executed and or buried, come to Art of Death. That's okay. I get it now. I get it now. So let's take a look at this death parlor. Let's go. That is a sudden hallway. I did not expect that. I expected a closet of sorts. All right. I think we're in for some unexpected stuff. No single rooms. House is single story. Okay, so now we have this. Okay, So you go for the deluxe package, right? Outside is just like the quick budget service. You know what I mean? Inside here, you get like this. It's like the Cadillac death service. You know, you have like the preacher who gets paid a lot more, right? They get to read from this huge book. Read to their audience. Nice, nice. I like this. I like this. You got they have different tiers. Different tiers. It's like, okay, what are you in here for? Well, my son was a criminal, and like, so I just need to, so he needs to die. But I'm looking for I'm looking at the bronze surface outside, but I'm not really liking it so much because it's really hot outside, and I think they might feel uncomfortable as they're dying. So I think that they do the inside service. I think I want to go for the silver, maybe the gold service, because at least they'll be comfortable as they're being bloodletted. It's like, okay, we'll talk about that. We'll discuss payment plans and all that stuff. So here is the cremation room. Now, at least they're dead. At least they're already in the coffin and everything. But here's the fancy schmancy cremation room. Complete with Arakoa dude that's gonna be like, all right, who's next? And then you kind of like wheel in the coffin and all that stuff. They're like, all right, just put him right over here. I'll use my magic stuff, bring him over here, and then if you want to watch, do you want to watch? Otherwise, there's like a break room over there on the side. This will take about 2 hours. If you want to sit here, that's fine. We'll have someone bring you some water and all that. Maybe a pillow if you want a nap while I'm doing my thing. And otherwise, just give me a bit, and then I'll have all your stuff in this nice, convenient little thing. Would you like it in this color, or would you like the gold? People love the gold. It's the most popular one. Uh, so, this place is fun. This is a fun place, dude. This is cool. So the cremation room. The cremation room. Now you gotta wonder, what inspires building a spot like this? What makes a person think? What makes a gamer be like, you know what I'm gonna make? I'm gonna make this whole death facility with different tiers and all that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm cool with that. I'm very cool with that. All right. So now, are we gonna hit legendary status? Are we going to the orange tier or whatever? I don't know. All right. So we're going through here, and then I'm not seeing a lot of death stuff anymore, but we'll keep looking around. All right. So this is kind of a transition spot. So over here, what do we have? What do we have? Garages. Okay, things are taking kind of a twist because now we have this huge bike. It's like I don't. Is this a? It's a four-wheeled kind of bike, but dude, the kit bashing on this thing is sick. We got clickies, right? There you go. Huge wheels, little wheels. We got our burner right in the back. Oh, that's sick. The motors are going and everything. At first, I thought this is like a little Wally thing. It's like, okay, it's trying to be a robot. Nah, this is a bike. That's sick, dude. Like really well done. All the parts seem to connect together in a nice, clean way. Yeah. I look at this thing, it's like, okay, that's cool, but yo, check out the bike. That bike is really neat. Love it. What else we doing here? We're working on stuff. Oh, maybe they're trying to work on things to help improve the death process. It's like, yo, we have this firing squad machine. It's like, okay, so we have this. We have a device like this that'll help mow down multiple people at once. Only problem was that that tends to mutilate the body. So you probably want to, you probably want to pick up the cremation process if you want that to be part of your package. This right here, I'm gonna guess this bike is here for like some sort of like speedy service. Hey, I gotta do a body extraction over there, then bring them back here. Oh, the body's already dead. Cool, you get a discount. Sweet. But depending on how far the body is, it's going to cost you a little bit extra because of the transport fees, gas, and all that stuff. Because you know how gas is, sheesh. So cool. I'm glad I managed to fit the death thing back into this. Excellent. We'll see what that is later. I want to go through here first. A little waiting room area. And then back here is, oh, just a bathroom. Just a bathroom. So I'm gonna guess this is a stat. This is a um actually this might be more than that. It might no, it doesn't look like a place where they would clean the bodies. I don't think this place believes in cleaning the bodies, actually. I think they just kind of, they're cheap. Actually, you know what? They'll tell you, oh, yeah, we clean the bodies. Oh, yeah, we have this whole embalming process and everything. We extract all the stuff and blah, blah. No, they don't do any of that. They'll dress them up real quick, put them in some nice clothes and all that. Get that stuff in the washer. Actually, they don't even washing clothes. They're just washing like their own stuff. But that's what I presume. They're gonna put them in good threads so that way you fool the client long enough into thinking, oh yeah, yeah, yes, Steve, he's fine. He's gonna have a good death. Meanwhile, Steve's in the Shadowlands being like, yo, this is not looking great at all. I see what's going on down there. I'm going to yell at Janet as soon as I see her. If I last in the Shadowlands long enough, when I see her, I'm going to give her a piece of my mind. All right, so anyway, what's going on in here? Now, we might be in like the staff room. This could be the staff room for this whole death parlor. Yeah, it's a conference room. It's like, yo, let's all meet up. Let's chat. Let's go through the order of business and all that. Here's where the staff eats, I presume. Oh, they eat good, man. Okay, death is a pretty lucrative business, man. They have a loaded kitchen, industrial size. But you know what? If they're going to be doing this whole death parlor thing and they're like processing stuff really fast, you got to reward them. You got to keep that machine going. You slow that down because, employees are unhappy or they're sabotaging. There's like drama and all that. Can't afford to do that, man. You know, Yeah, so to support that, nice filled out spots, huge pantry area, plenty of food available, whatever the staff needs, but not too much, right? Not too much. You don't want to get them all drunk and all that because then you lose efficiency. The performance goes down. You can't have that. All right. At least that's what I'm trying to sell. That's what I think it might be. Over here on the side, treasure. Oh, I know what this is, man. This is all the crap that they loot off the bodies. It's like, okay, let's get this body processed so they just pilfer it for all that it's worth. Nice gear, a couple weapons, some coins, and all that stuff. All that stuff adds up. They just store it in there for like later, right? Not sure what this. Maybe, but well, maybe we'll never know. I feel like we're departing from the whole death parlor thing, but I'm really determined to hold on to it. We'll see how this goes. So right through here, okay, very curious. We have this irregular door shape that's right here. And then right inside, the bedroom. Okay, so now we're getting to like the staff place. So this, I don't know if this is the boss. It could be just one of the staff, or it could be like one of the execs, one of the suits and all that. Because it's a nice room. Nice and filled out. Little tiny bits of personalization. Yeah, they got a busted toilet though. That's not good. But they got a full shower. Fountain shower, I should say. All right, so we'll be checking out some of these rooms. So while it's a one-story place, it feels like it might be kind of sprawling. So there's 1, 2, 3 more doors. Let's see what's going on up here. So we have the punching bag here, and then here we have, okay, place for folks online and all that. These folks can play ball. Very nice stuff with the court. Too bad they don't have the basketball hoop that was made available. I don't know if it's still available. But yeah, folks, for the staff to unwind. Otherwise, again, you want to make sure that they're taken care of. It's a tough job, man. You got to unwind. Otherwise, you stress out, you make mistakes, you lose money, bodies get lost. Can't have that. I mean, just imagine, like I'm sure they've messed up a couple times. They've had to probably make fake bodies, for all we know. Hear that? Old processing tools. And then right through here, even a bowling alley. Oh, that's sick. Okay, these folks, these folks got it pretty good. Okay, this has like startup energy, man. It's like we have all these things to keep the employees here and engaged, sticking with the company, always contributing and all that stuff. But yo, if you want to unwind, go ahead. Take as many breaks as you need. It's all good. If you want to take, you can have vacations as much as you like, which is always a trap because you still got to do your deliverables and all that. So, that's one of those things that startups did or still do actually. But yeah, cool stuff with the bowling alley. Oh, look at no. Okay, that's really opulent. They're straight up using wine bottles as bowling pins. Damn, that's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. We're still not done. We have this more grand, kind of. Oh, dude, they even have dancers here. Damn. Okay, this might be a place to want to work out. Now, of course, you come in. Yeah, so what happens in a place like this, man? You come in, you smell like death, right? So you better use that bathroom, right? Get yourself cleaned up because coming in here, right? You don't want to mess with the talent. That's just rude. They're trying because they got jobs too, you know. So here's Jeff coming out. They want to put on a good show. They want to put on a good dance and all that stuff. And they ain't gonna have it if your ass is still like all smelling of death. You got guts all over yourself and all that stuff. Yeah, that ain't gonna be cool. Because again, like you got to keep them happy too. It's all interconnected, man. You got to maintain that. Wait, great stuff with the dance table. Even upper levels too. So a lot of people show up to this. A lot of people will come in for this sort of thing. I'm pretty sure that some of the staff here, if they're doing like long hours and all that stuff, they're probably napping here for all we know. I think that's what this place is missing. They need like a barracks kind of thing, place to just like do like power naps and all that stuff, just to keep their energy levels up. All right. And then what is back here? The green room, dressing room, all that stuff. Cool. All right. So I think there was still, okay, there's still, what's going on in this room here? We've got stock. Look at all these bowling pins. All right. So bowling pins, wine, etc. Nice and relaxing. All right. So I think we still need to go to the other side of the bowling alley. Freaking bowling alley. Love the grooves here, by the way. That's pretty clever. That's pretty clever as like kind of a low tech bowling alley sort of thing. And then we have the games. Oh, we got a full on like, oh, we got arcade stuff going too. Yeah, like I said, like these folks, they try their best to make sure that the staff's being taken care of. Oh, it also includes a dunking thing too. Huh? Cathartic satisfaction and whatnot, right? So it's like maybe the boss will sit here. They'll make that sacrifice and all that stuff because it's a little bit of humiliation. But what's that? What's a little bit of deprecation compared to all that money you're rolling in? So if sometimes you piss off the staff, they want to take it out on you. Feel free. Hey, it's better than actual violence. You know what I mean? What else we got? We got table tennis. We got skee ball right over here. Great creations, huge, huge setups here. We have this. We have this kind of crane game, which I want to be like, I also want to reach over and like grab the stuff, instant win and all that. We got basketball, we got pinball as well. Oh, that's sick. Got more pinball machines, got a couple arcade cabinets, right on. So it's like right here, like you can see sometimes how sometimes the staff will get frustrated over stuff. It's like, oh, I do it again, and they grab a machine, they shake the heck out of it, and that's why it's kind of in this condition. Don't tell me this is a bug, because it's not. This tells a story. Okay, we're leaving it like that. It's fine. We also got like perhaps air hockey and pool stuff going on as well. Even what might be D&D of sorts. Oh, here's the air hockey stuff. Okay, there you go. Oh, nice. And Jenga too. That's neat. That is quite neat. Yo, this is expensive too, man. This is a lot of 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff that goes into just making a whole Jenga thing, but still really cool. Really, really cool. And I think that rounds it out for this death parlor. So I'd like to think, from an OSHA standpoint, I think that okay, not an OSHA standpoint. I have no idea how the safety is over here, but I think that the staff, I think they're taken care of, right? I think they're pretty well taken care of. I hope they get paid decent, but they do have lots of in-house amenities to keep the staff happy. Because again, death is a constant business in this world. All right. So thank you very much for showing me your place. This was fun. This turned to be a fun story build. This is great. This is great. I thought people liked Seraphim, if I recall. But it looks like there's news stuff. Where's the new stuff? News. All right, there it is. Okay, so they're back. They're gonna do the closing thing. Awesome. All right, that's cool. Yeah, why is it yikes? I thought they popped when they were there. All right. Let's get going. 13. Yeah, for next week. Yeah. Can see why my builds are so long. Yeah, that's a good point. You get me into the story. I might get stuck in it for a bit. Why not someone new? I'm sure there's all sorts of reasons. One, that might be cheaper. One might be cheaper. Two, they might, for all we know, they had someone and then they bailed, and so they had to find someone. Then here we go. We'll never know the story. So. All right, where is this thing? There's the thing. Okay. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. All right. Sorry. Looking at side stuff. Oh, thank you for having us visit, dude. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Place. We're over in Razorwind, and this is a snail slug thing, right? Is that what I'm seeing? For oh yeah, it totally is. Okay, this is a new shape. Oh, that's excellent. That is excellent. So here's okay, hold up. Here's the gallery, right? Here's like the show. We come in. So here's the real entrance. We come in from the dock, and we're presented with this magnificent beast. Watch the beast right here on the beach. Oh god, that must be so painful for them because they're like slithering on sand and all that. Oh, that is so rough. It's kind of cool. It's a snail with like spines and everything too. Well, let's take a look at what's going on here. So beyond the stage here, here's the dude. Oh, I remember okay, I remember now when I was doing the betting. Okay, so great stuff with the eyes. Love the shape that comes together. And then we go around because it's like, okay, where's the entrance to the house? It's here. We go in through its like backside, which is like, oh, that's just great. Oh, there's a little baby one too. Oh, look at this. And the little Murgle is riding it as well. Nice. And then we got like the little mucus trail kind of thing going. That's very cute. That's very cute. I love that the Murgle's on it to add like a little bit more. So this particular plot, I'm pretty unfamiliar with it. I don't recall a plot here that has like the dock and everything, and then additional work that's here for like role play and all that stuff. So it's a really cool location. I like this. But yeah, I feel like this is kind of like the more official entrance onto the spots. You can come in through here. There's all sorts of fishing equipment and other things to help us in. Here's like the little carrier for their canoe looking thing. That's cool. That's really neat. Very, very creative. I believe this is my first snail. My first snail build in housing. Hopefully not the last. But I really like what they did here. All right, so let's go inside and see what we got. All right, so I am. All right. So I guess there's like two main wings. Um, and I'll begin by going right. I gotta remind myself of that like a couple times. So as soon as we go in, I'm feeling like this sort of like, at least here with the entrance. Here we kind of like go folk and we go different styles, but here we have this kind of what feels like this kind of tropical entryway. That's how it feels as soon as we go in. So, we slow down, we'll take off our shoes and all that stuff, or switch to slippers, and we'll walk right in into this hallway that kind of shifts a little bit to more of this collection sort of spot. A way to greet folks, sort of like wow them a little bit with like the cool things that you've collected, paintings and little trinkets that you've been seeing in your travels. We move into this foyer. I don't know how to pronounce that. We move into this sort of transition room. We're offered to go left or right. We're going to go right this time, per the instructions. But we have like this pretty grand presentation here. This nice, somewhat intimidating hello. Yeah, huge pieces that are here. So we'll progress right and into a restaurant kind of area. Nice. We got booth seating. 1, 2, 3 booths set up. Huge spread. So it's kind of like a buffet style sort of thing. Grab our stuff. I'm just gonna grab pie. That's it. I'm having pie for lunch, buddies, and then we can get to what's good. Oh, of course we gotta run up and get some bowling pins too. Just kidding. We're gonna get some wine. Oh, I think they might have spiced wine as well. Oh, nice. Very delicious. And then we're just going to take a quick peek here because we have these very open rooms here. Yeah, so over here we have like what looks like an entertainment spot. That's going to take us upstairs. So we'll go here first. Maybe. Yeah, we'll go here first. Nice and safe. So in this entertainment spot, oh, we got a couple things. We got a battle station over there. We got console gaming right on this side here. So let's go here first. Let's check out their battle station. We got this dual monitor setup. We have this basic mouse and keyboard. We have the classic ethereal style gaming rig powered by Draenei technology. Dun, 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 right? Very cute setup here. And as we preferably that, but you know, if you want to read like analog stuff, like there you go. One place for puppy, and then let's check out the console stuff happening here. So we'll grab the real controller, take a big whiff, but then grab our normal controller, and then what are we playing here? What are we playing here? So we have like dead troll looking things, and I see the moon, and I see like a dead thing, and someone's coming. So it's got to be some sort of like zombie game, right? Like Resident Evil, something like that. I'll go with that. That's neat. Yeah, the things don't pop too much, and we get like the full depiction of what's going on. Very cute. And now we will kind of retreat back, and then into this room where we have more kitchen stuff, right? So no, this is the proper kitchen. So here, this is just where food was being served, right? We have a booth seat and everything. Oh, and we're actually going to be climbing up. Nice. So we'll be doing some exploring as we go up these stairs here. But as for here, kitchen stuff. All the fixings that we need to get to what's good. And here's a person. See, I told you we were going to see more of these. I said many moons ago now that when I first saw this band, I'm like, yo, this is going to be used as like a person. And sure enough, Mushroom Man is is the chef. Awesome. And look at that. Even comes with an apron. Dude, they're made for this. So, nice pantry area set up. And then right through here in the back area, I'd say here you have more of the concoctions being thrown together. Things are being blended, processed, mixed together. Here's our coffee stuffs. That stuff's good to go. Here's okay, this guy needs a name. I'll just call him Chef. And then, so chef's doing their processing, doing some dishes and all that. Some dishes are clean. They're good to go. Awesome. All right. Now let's make our way. Oh, this is kind of neat. They're using the back of this fireplace as a just as a bit of decor thing. Yeah. So we have like these cute little wall panel setups, as if they're like kind of like paintings or whatnot. That's neat. So we climb up, admire some of again the collections that they've accrued. Really cool work with the gallery and everything. So let's go across. So now we've reached the area above the skybox room. So we'll see what's going on across here. Still on this one wing. And then we got a couple of options here. Oh, interesting how up there we see like this kind of like additional elevation. That's kind of neat. Well, let's go through here first. Like the flowers? Nice. So we go, okay, very interesting. So we go through this door. It's being kind of carved up, as you can sort of see here. Here's the actual wall. Here's what looks to be assembled walls. But here I think we're going under a set of stairs into a bedroom. We got one Murgle hanging out here. Boop. One place to rest. Pretty set up bedroom. Very nice. And then we want to do the climb up. Boom, boom. Okay, interesting. We have like additional things to kind of like close off the space, you know, just kind of like give the person downstairs a little bit of privacy. And then we enter this kind of upper loft. So they carved out an additional room here. Nice. So we have an additional room with all the fixings that you need. And then what's kind of cool is how this all kind of comes together, because we're up top here. We have like this nice little like overlook, you know, to see like who's coming from downstairs. So just in case, we pop them twice in the head. Just in case. Just in case. So I'd say the person living upstairs, they're a bit more paranoid than the person downstairs. Maybe. I think this might have been another bedroom. You jump on the bed every time you visit in every house. Just in case. So here we're seeing a similar style. But we do have different themes going on here. You know, so this time we have the whole rugged theme. The one had a more heavy folk theme to it. And you can tell here as well, because we have a different sort of curtain setup. So I'll climb up this. Very unfortunate about the little twisty bug there, but we have another kind of rugged setup here, along with a desk, with the overhang, with which to smite intruders. Nice. So we'll make our way down. And then I think we're going to go across now. Yeah, and then that's going to be the next area that we check out. So things are being carved out once again. So now, okay, this already seems like if it's a bedroom, then this is a lot more extensive. You know, because we have this kind of like initial entryway. It's almost like a small apartment of sorts. A lot of closet space and tons of treasures as well. So whoever's here, they're like the richest dude in the house. Maybe this is the boss's room. Actually, yeah, this could be the boss's room, because they got the much more opulent setup. Actually, not really. It's a folk setup, but then they got the good bed. They got the good bed. They got the guard dog and everything too. Nice. But then we can go outside here, which is interesting. So instead of like an outdoorsy sort of room, you know, it's kept indoors. But then they have like this little observation post. So yeah, definitely the boss of the house is here. And they can see what's going on outside. Nice. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So back here, nice and fenced off, very convincing. Yeah, simple. Oh, I didn't realize the stairs were here too. Nice. Yeah, great work here. But yeah, especially because what they did here, they made the roof here seem like an awning of sorts. And then here they skinned the whole rest of it. So now you just have like the blues and everything. Nice. So back inside, we go back to this room. Okay, is there an opening here? Yes, there is. So what do you have here? Secret closet, right? And what's going on in the secret closet? Got it. They think they are superheroes. Oh my God, that's dope. So they have all of these different superhero capes and costumes and whatnot. And I just kind of deciding, okay, which one do I look best in, right? I'll put on my fancy schmancy boots, boom, boom. It's like, okay, do I go for something like heavy and leathery? Do I want something like light and wispy or something like that? Like, how do they feel? So maybe they're playing different superhero roles all at the same time. It's like, yo, there's like this whole team of superheroes, but we only see one of them at a time. So perhaps that wardrobe is a lot more extensive than we think, perhaps. And then from here, this is where they launch from. Yes. So it's like, okay, let's go. You know, my people need me. And then boom, off to adventure. Nice, nice. So this isn't an observation spot. It's the flight deck. You know what I mean? Here's where they look out for danger. Hark! I see danger. I see superhero house. Nice. Nice. Let's see what else is going on in this, what is now a superhero house. So we're going to go to our right. And so now we're at this kind of upper level. Actually, we're seeing, okay, now we're crossing over. Hold on. Okay, there is one outside room to the right where character was building chill areas before they were attacked by a fell. One stun. You can now head over to the left side of the house and explore the outside room straight ahead. Okay, these are very specific instructions. Once done, you can now head to the left side of the house and explore the outside room straight ahead. Then you can explore rooms to the right. Okay, I might be misreading this. But let's wander around. What is the superhero house? Okay. So here is where they do their super research in relative solitude here. Yeah. Am I going the right way now? Okay. Sometimes the instructions I might not read them. Okay, you said something about I missed the bathroom. Did I miss the bathroom? So I went through here. Oh, I missed this room. Aha. No, that was the treasure room. Okay, so I didn't miss that. And yeah, wait. How do you know I missed the bathroom? I guess you've been to this place before me? Yeah, because I don't see a bathroom behind the books. Oh, you mean, oh, there's another carve out? There's a secret bathroom. Okay, I'm very curious why there's a secret bathroom. Oh, you know why? Because I'm a superhero. Duh. You know, so everything's got to be secret. Okay, yeah, no, this is very in character. Okay, we're good. We're good. Because superheroes don't pee or poop. They're always engaged, but that's the whole thing. They're hiding the fact that they pee and poop. Okay, so I'm leaning really hard into this superhero stuff now. Yeah, I think we're all in with this. All right. So now that's rude. Okay, so let's go down. Okay, okay, I'm seeing different Kit Bash things now. There's like snowman, avoid stuff. All right. Or this is the penguin, right? Or a penguin like an Azeroth penguin. But I, or the boss here, as the superhero, is, you know, killed them. You know, so this is the monument of the dead, perhaps. I'm gonna put the boobies up because oh, this is your place. Is this your place? Oh, shucks. All right. And here is where the superhero unwinds. They have their drinks. They play some games. They do pool stuff. And they drink. But hopefully not too much. Hopefully not in like excess, right? Like unless this is Jake the superhero, then things are going to get a little awkward. But I think we're okay. All right. So let's see what this room is about, because oh my god, I think the bad guys invaded. And now the superhero needs to find, I don't know what kind of superhero we are yet, dudes. Damn. Yeah, I haven't decided that yet. Shucks. All right, so we return here. Things got blasted. And what happened? Oh no, we're under attack, buddy. We got, oh dude, it's the Green Baron. The Green Baron flew in from Legion Land to take out our awesome hero. Oh no. So things aren't looking so hot so far. How will the battle fare? Not sure. But at least here, you know, we've started engaging in this epic fight. Dude, that airplane is sick. That is well done. Drill thing, fireplaces, and then like a lot of just Kit Bash stuff to like create the shapes and all that stuff. That's awesome. That's sick. What's cool about this too is that even when this thing lands, it's got freaking tank treads. So you ain't stopping this thing. if anything, it's almost made to be like to kind of like come apart. So that way it could just drill right into like wherever its target is and ensure it'll get to its destination. That's sick. That's sick. All right. So otherwise, what else do we have out here? We have this nice and filled out with greens illusion. I mean, we're mostly setting up the whole confrontation with this guy. And then we have so like here the superheroes' secret passion. They just want to like live a pleasant life, you know, nice and humble. They could mow their lawn, keep their place clean, all that stuff. Of course, they got to save the world too every now and then. But then now the battle has come to them. Now things are in trouble. Their paradise is under attack. This is turning out to be a pretty epic story, I think. So am I directed to really climb up, or is no, this is just an action shot. Yeah, so in this action shot, you can see like boom, and you can see like that whole pushback, the shock wave. Notice how like these lights are being pushed back in that direction. Yeah. So again, things aren't looking so hot. But what's next for our hero? No idea. Check the door on the floor. Oh no! Oh, now I'm motivated. Now I'm motivated. You monster! You monster. Oh, brutal. Brutal. All right. So I think at this point, I think we jog back because now we need to check out the other wing, I believe. So from here, I can probably drop down. Boop. That's the gaming room. Here is, and then we're going to go this way. All right. So, where we go? Hello, Sassy. Damn, she is dressed. Dude, she's got this whole tribal look, man. Okay, no. She's got that madam look. Okay, so if this is superhero house, this is like Zordon, right? She's the one who's gonna tell us like where to go, what to do, and all that stuff. But then right now things are just looking so she's like, hey, jackass, your place is under attack. Like say what? Yeah, dude. There's like this whole felt. There's like the Green Baron is coming after you, so you better go get him. And then the superhero's like, oh, what are you gonna do? She's like, what do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit here and smoke. What the hell are you talking about? Get out there, you know. And so we're directed to go back down there. So yeah, she's like, who do you think I am? I'm Sassy Dragon. I'm not Helpful Dragon. Sheesh, weirdos. That's sick though. That's sick. There's a certain like sexiness to it too. Oh, and there's the boss of the house. Hey, it's the superhero. Ah. Okay, roll with. All right. So through this hallway, we have this neat little depiction here. Oh, this is fun. I like this mural setup here. Yeah, I dig what's going on. So wait, wrong way. Uh, head to the left. Oh, that's right. Go to the outside room first. Then I can go to the right. All right. So out here now. Okay. Yeah, I was tripping. I thought that was like an alien thing. All right. So we're directed outside. And out here, picnicky area with an outdoor bar. Okay, I like the dressing on this outdoor bar. We're kind of like led into the like this is full on like luau status. So it's like, yo, so like here's me with my drink ticket, right? I'm like back here. There's a line that goes all the way there. We eventually go up. I want my 2 free drinks for me and my wife. I get the stuff, then we can go sit down at one of those tables. Nice setup though. Nice, simple, small. You know, it doesn't need to be like all that complicated. But yeah, I love the dressing on it. This nice enclosed spot. bar tables to set up the overhead, and the countertop as well. That's sick. Great glows that are coming from these tiki torches, because they're tiki torches now, dude. Oh, and then here's a spread of food. So similar style, nice simple tent setup. Order your food or grab it with your meal tickets, and you're good to go. Okay, there's a dude flying a kite. That's sick. this dude is vibing. Yeah. He's probably like super like drunk too. It's like, yo, what are you doing? I'm flying a kite, buddy. Yeah, he looks like kind of crashed out though. Like he was having fun. Actually, we have multiple people here. People here, right? So we saw a chef. we saw a couple of those, and now we have a couple of these guys. These dudes who are just like vibing. So it's the way that the mask is shaped. It has that, you know, raised eyebrows and stuff. It's like things are bright. They're like, yeah, what's up, dude? You know, they're like squinting. They are so high. Is the way I'm looking at this. You know, here it's like the Murgles and like little pets that are like all hanging out with them. It's like, oh, this is amazing, bro. This is so cool. And this waterfall, things are like flowing down. It ends over there, kind of, but we can have like these pleasant vibes, like right over here. We're sitting, we're chilling. Yeah, love the sounds. Love the kind of like the fresh air that I'm getting out of here. Very big departure from the whole superhero thing I was trying to sell, but oh well. Oh, that's good. Oh, I like this. What I love about this is how simple it is. 2 canoes, a little bit of branding right up top, trees flanking to help obscure here, with the gazebos to support it, and you're done. It's clean. Oh, that's good. Love it. Love it. Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. All right. Let's head back inside. All right, so right through here. Now what do we have? We have these different kinds of murals being set up. So here's where we kind of left off. We have these murals set up with this has a game kind of feel to it. You know, puppy wagon. This is like puppy Oregon Trail, right? They pick up buddies. They eventually get to point B, which is treasure. Over here, some branding as well. Some horde stuff. All right. Not quite sure what to make of it yet. Not sure if I can still sell the superhero stuff. Oh, and then there's another one. Wait, okay, so it keeps going. This whole mural setup. So Puppy's there, and then Murgle is over here, and they juiced it. It's like a Mario Kart kind of thing. So that Murgle is booking it. And then here we have just kind of like these, okay, so it's kind of like a Mario Kart kind of thing, where Red Murgle won, right? And then there it is. And then we have we have the Void Murgle and Reptar. Oh, but poor Puppy. Puppy didn't do so great. Oh. Puppy needs to get revenge, all right? Puppy's got to win. All right, so let's go through here. And here's the workshop for all their stuff. Oh, they even have a freaking medical area, and things have not, some folks got hurt. Damn. Maybe it's the Green Baron or whatnot. Like he's the Green Baron entered the race. So maybe that's the thing. Boom, Green Baron lands. It's like, I'm here to enter the kart race. And then everyone's like, yo, dude, the kart race is over already, man. It's like, what? I'm late. Oh, no. So, superhero does have kind of, they do have like different sorts of hobbies. There we go. because they also work on carts. They got their own like little cart shop. I'm gonna say car shop. It's a cart shop. What's going on out here? Here we have another outdoor spot. Oh, dude, here we go. Here's where the actual race happens. So here we're doing all this whole clockwise sort of thing. We got lots of bystanders, and we got to take a look at like who's running this race. So we got one Snuffles doing his thing. Okay, we've got oh, Puppy versus Murgle again. Oh, they're okay. Puppy does want his revenge. He's like, oh, I'm gonna take you down this time, you bastard. But then red flag. Wait, red flag. Wait, really, dude? Come on. I would say it's the Red Murgle's fault. Puppy didn't do anything wrong. They did like this improper like turn in. They're trying to bait him in. We can see that. They should show that on the replay. I demand. All right. Oh no 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 no! Here's what happened. Okay. So they had to They had to slow down. So here's where the actual red flag happened. Oh no! Oh, Reptar. Reptar, no. And so here's like medical Murgle. They're gonna be like, okay, we gotta okay, so they're clearing the field, right? Medical Murgle's trying to clear stuff out. And then I think that puppy is trying to help too. That's what you get, man. It's you're juicing it too hard. And now you're letting them get away. Mm-mm-mm. So perhaps I was wrong. This is not a thing of heroes. This is a thing of racers, right? And so the costumes and whatnot, that's one of the racers trying to put on their thing, trying to put on like their favorite kind of uniform. Here's the announcers, you know, and they pretty much have a front row seats to all the action that's going on there. All right. Oh, and then here's some fans. Heck yeah. These two are like, Murgle, go Murgle, Red Murgle, who's all the way back there, right? Go Red Murgle, you got this. Nice. Oh, there's the boss again. Hey. Couple gnomes here too. Now we can't tell who's winning. Actually, no. I think the lion's about to win because this dude is about to do the whole photo finish, right? Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice work with the camera. So they're about to take a picture. So lion's gonna win, bastard. And so, but still, yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's hella cool, dude. Oh, I dig this. Did I close that? I don't know if I closed that. I think I did close it. Yeah, because I wanted to like show off like the whole race. And then what's here in the middle? Here we have what could be the winner's podium. Could be something like that. And we'll keep looking around because I know I missed some stuff. There's like folks here on the stands, all the onlookers and fans and everything. And then what is going on over here? Here we've got VIP, man. Oh yeah. And thankfully they also have like a front row seat to like all the good action. They're like, oh man, dude, what's gonna happen to Reptar? I don't know. Reptar, I don't think they'll be able to recover. Depends on the damage, man. But yeah, that usually ends the race for them. It's usually how it goes. Munch on the foods and everything. All right. Nice. Nice. All right, so I'm going to backtrack and see if there happens to be anything here I missed. Love the camera. No, it was great. Yeah, so here was the repair garage plus first aid spots. Here's like this whole gallery of champions and all that. Sweet. And then this was then he was like the bar. Nice. All right. Well, thank you very much for inviting me over. Sorry about that earlier. Like I know sometimes like I'll easily get carried away with stuff. And then I guess it's hard whenever when there are some builds where I'm specifically instructed go here, go here, go here. It's sort of what I'm It's sort of what I was alluding to earlier when I was talking about how blueprints will allow a lot more flexibility. It's like, okay, when you're trying to make your build, um, presently, the way your layout is like super critical. You know, you gotta have your layout pretty much planned out from the get-go. Otherwise, it's gonna be really hard to kind of like finagle and alter your build in such a way that you can like, you know, resolve whatever problems you might have run into, or in case there are changes. You know, so blueprints are going to change um, that whole thing and make it an entirely solvable thing. um, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this one, but I know that there are some builds where I have been like, okay, go here and then go here and then go here again, and it's kind of like this weird backtracking, and that can feel a little awkward. So, all right, let me double check. Was there news? Trading post? Nope. Hoping against hope. Okay, so we're going to Melong's place next. All right. The most likely thing with blueprints will be people move their interests to somewhere in the skybox room. Well, but then if they do that, then they hit a dead end, right? Because remember, moving your entrance just means literally moving that closet room somewhere else. That's all it is. You can't move, or you slot it somewhere else. You can't just drop the entrance like in the middle of a normal room or anything like that. You can't drop it in a skybox room or anything like that. That's not how it works, unfortunately. Unless there's something I horribly missed, and skybox rooms do have like a second attachment. I'm like, oh, okay, shit, that's crazy. How did I miss that? Gosh. But I think the big thing with blueprints is being able to redo your layout. That's going to be the big one. All right. Where's the house? There it is. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, sexy. Okay, so let me start from back here. Sorry, just gotta check. I'm like waiting for an update from someone that may never come. Oh no. All right. Oh boy. Instructions again. Hold on. I need to read this. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not. Okay, they were just giving me directions to a spot. All right. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. All right, folks. This is gonna. I'm DCing. Okay. Damn it. Are we good yet? We're not good yet. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now we're good. Sheesh. Run two. All right, folks. This is Malong's place. We're over in Founders, right? Yeah, we're over in Founders, very sunny part of Founders. There's a house that's just chilling up there somehow. But we're presented with this very, very pleasant looking Pandoran style house. Awesome. Let me pan out a little bit so I can get an idea of like the lots. Okay, so okay, there's a lot more stuff going on there. Here, okay, there's lots of like little ponds set up as well. So very interesting that we're greeted to like the side of the house. And so we're going to be taking a look at the whole spectacle as we make our way around. So we'll obey the paving stones, which noticed they are upside down. You know, they wanted to make a more flat shape in this case. So we'll go around, admire some of the greenery that's been set up. And then look at how things kind of like open up here. So there's what's hopefully the front door. Oh, really nice. Nice setup. You know, going across here, we have like this, we have the entrance using the shelves, I'm sorry, the Pandoran pantry, and then lots of these structures, bells, or bells or wells. I'm not sure, one thing or the other. And it's a really it's such a blessing that the Night Elven house, the Calderai house, it has the matching color, so you can create this whole Pandoran style as well. So that always works out great. It lands so hard. Like this has a really awesome garden feel, you know. And then up here, notice we have the oh boy, the Razorwind fountain that's been flipped upside down, uh, made into like the pond area. Okay, here's the place to sit. Boop. All right. So now we can admire it from like, oh yeah, this is a great angle. That's awesome. That's really good. So, and then we have additional ponds out here that they set up. Now, notice how they didn't bother too much with trying to make sure that there's like a transition from water to ground here. I mean, at a glance, we can get like some good angles and be able to just kind of use our imagination. You know, if we look really hard, that's when we kind of like break ourselves out of it. But you got to try pretty hard too. That's really neat. They also use the back of the pantry here as a full platform. That's very creative. Back here, and then partially thanks to the extended budget, now we have, you know, they have the ability to put down a whole bunch of these bells or wells, these structures to create the roofing here, along with the Pandoran walls. Yeah, great dress up. Yeah, that's sick. One more pawn back there to kind of distract and to sort of like balance the colors here. And we have a setup like this. That's great. That is great. Very creative. I'm very interested to see how things are going inside. So this is meant to be an onsen or a hot spring, Japanese hot spring. So we go in. Yeah, there's a reception desk plus the boss. Hello, boss. And ooh, nice glows coming from these walls. Oh, that's sick. And they just used the normal walls. It looks like they just oh yeah, I think they did. Yeah, they did. Okay, and they're just using the pitchforks to create these sorts of lines. Nice. What's great about it is you have a number of glows that are coming from somewhere. That way you can create that whole kind of like outside window sort of feel. And it turns out great the way that it all comes together. Checking out like here is like not a shop thing, but this is just a couple of rugs that are being used. You know, so it's like 5 rugs, one big one, and then a bunch of smaller ones to create that whole sand garden illusion. That's really good. So once again, reception, we do the whole check-in, cha-ching. Oh, that's pretty cool. They just went ahead and fused this thing right inside the elven table, you know, to give it like a more clean shape. Now we're presented with options. Oh, there are guests here too. Oh crap! Nice. Oh man, it's super populated. So there are folks to the left. There are areas to go to the right and the center. We're gonna go left. We gotta, because these people, dude, they're playing music too. Oh, I'm very entertained. Oh, the immersion. Nice. So in here, very bright. We've got lights all over the place. From things that might be buried somewhere here. We've got chandeliers going. But then very important, we have guests. And guests from like all over. Yeah, and the way that the way that some of these folks are dressed, um, you know, it's very much in vibe. They're travelers, right? We're not seeing like, okay, yeah, you know, super heavy armored dudes in like meme costumes and stuff. No, this I think the crew here, that's setting this up, they specifically dressed down a little bit to again to create this very convincing vibe. That's so damn good. Oh, you guys are gross. This is great. Oh, they even got a little martini glass too. Damn, these folks living it up. Sheesh. And then of course we got the one man band playing over here. Wow. Okay, so let's take a closer look at some of these things. Check out the crane. That's good. That's going here. Oh, that's so good. That's really good. And very simple with the execution too. Drapes, curtain thing, um, more drapes to act as like the feathers here at the end, and up here with the head, little structure for like the beak, cushion for the head and all that. And then you have what, the way that the bottle lamps are sitting here, it kind of creates this interesting illusion. So yeah, because they're hovering. They're not sitting against the wall or anything. They're like hovering like this. So it has this sort of like 3D pop effect. I think that's neat. They're meant to be fireflies. Yeah, I really like how that comes together. That's sick. That is sick. So I'm gonna try and go to the center here. Oh, whoa. Oh, interesting. Rug, rug. I don't know what these are. I know that's a crate, but what's this here? Not that. Not that. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know what this big shape is, actually. So these are, okay, that's a table. But I don't know what this square looking thing is. It's like something else. They're buried walls. Ah, interesting. Huh. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. All right, so, uh, oh boy, where do I go from here? Okay, so there, that was the pantry area. That was the kitchen area. Okay, I gotta look at this. I gotta look at this big old open window here because we got some strong yellow lights here. Oh, those vibes are great. So they went really strong on, the big commitment on the yellow light here. Love that glow. That's a really awesome sight. Yeah, that's sick. That's so good. Fountain work up here, fountain work down there as well. Yeah, great stuff. We are in an RP realm. I wouldn't know. So, yeah, I I don't really I don't immediately check for what realm I'm on. Sorry. Okay, so that was reception. Here is this. Okay, yeah, well, lots of options. So I can go to my left. I can go to my right. I'm gonna go this way because, well, I see a skybox room. So I know that at some point I'll be turning back. All right, so let's climb up this spot here. And what do we have? We have so now we're entering like the actual onsen spot. So kind of the procedure real quick. You just kind of like you do your bathing and your washing and all that stuff here. You sit, grab stuff, wipe yourself down, take the bucket, rinse, and all that. Make sure that you're cleaned up. And it looks like this is a co-ed thing, because guys are on one side, ladies might be on the other side. Nice low roof set up here. And then we kind of like make our way out. So either now or right now, we are venturing outside. We're greeted with this really nice nighttime setup. I got to turn around because, oh, yeah. Oh, these are always so good. I always love seeing like these really extensive Pandoran builds because whenever they have an outside room, they go hard on like the whole transition thing. Like I tend to see like really extensive setups. This is no exception. Awesome stuff. Similar style from what we've seen in many other builds, where we have like these green colored tables. The walls are being used as the back supports. Looks like we can climb. We might be able to climb up there. Yeah, there's some stairs over there. Yeah, so we'll take a closer look. Right now, I'm just kind of doing like the big pan out. And then from here, while we're not seeing, it's not the kind of hot spring where you have like, okay, here's like this one big pool or anything like that. Here you have like your own personal one, your own personal onsen. So here we go. We sit, which is kind of like let the water purify us while we're being judged. Great. I had to choose this seat. I had to choose a seat where Sassy Dragon would be like there to judge me. I'm like, great. Great. She like looks at us. She just looks at us in silence. And then we're like here, we're feeling awkward. Then all of a sudden she'll just say, you need to go to the gym. And you're like, yo, dude, Sassy Dragon, that's messed up. I'm gonna go to this other side here and you can do your thing. Wait. Lobster, no. Dude, you lived a good life. Why? You don't need to do this now. You can keep loving life. They are like, no, don't do it, man. Life is worth living. Okay, anyway. let's retreat out of here. So let me do this climb. We're climbing some tables. Many tables. Boop, 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 boop. And we're up here, and now we can eat. Nice. Have some snackies. Oh yeah, we got a nice little bar set up here too. So we have a seat, and oh god, she's looking at me. I'm gonna sit here. All right. Nope. She's gonna judge me anyway. She's gonna be like, "Oh, so you spend like 2 seconds in the onsen. I criticize you once, and then you run up here, and then what do? You eat." I'm like, "Yo, dude, lay off. You're ruining the vibe here." She's like, "I don't know. Your lack of diet's ruining the vibe." But that's what she does. Sassy ass dragon. Sheesh. Let's climb down. I'll do one more lap here because yeah, great stuff here. I like how, you come in and it has this raised feel. So that way people are descending into their the little private bath. And otherwise surrounding it, you have all these different pieces, large pieces, mountainous pieces here. So like I'd say this is one of the better seats. Because you can enjoy the sights and sounds and all that stuff. Sassy Dragon ain't there to look at you. And you can just enjoy the vibes. Great look. Really fun. Really fun stuff. So I think we're ready to venture back inside. Pass this up. Imagine later. It's going to be heavy on the budget, but imagine later. All these platforms being replaced by the new tiles coming in the patch. Oh, dude. Seriously, they are clean. Those things are so clean looking. I love them. And once you guys try it out, you'll be sold real fast. All right. Just as a word of warning, like I'm gonna ask like everyone here to come together. So I don't know if you need to tell people and all that stuff. I just want to put it out there. Yeah, one thing with Sam the fish. Oh yeah, I was looking at that fountain already too. Oh, dude, I'm getting hungry. All right, so now we're progressing into this room, which is more or less like a quiet room. Chill, relax. This mural looks great. This looks really good. Love how this comes together. Boop. You got all your colors, but also the lighting really helps to really like bring everything together, and make it pop and make it feel convincing and just good looking. Yeah, very pretty. But yeah, like I said, nice quiet room for us to transition into. And keep in mind, like at least with most of these entrances, like it's being used. We're using these curved elven tables as transitions. To kind of keep it on theme. You can see it here and here. I don't think we saw it back there. We're gonna go back there in just a bit, but yeah, great stuff here. Absolutely great. So beyond the sitting spots, Oh, and wait, they're cool with that? They're cool with just us eating while standing? Oh, it's very generous of them. I figured that'd be rude. So, all right, so let's cross through again. Great work, uh, window work there. So now we got here. Now it happens to be daytime, and now we can enjoy like a nice, pleasant lunch or breakfast out here. Actually, let me go ahead and grab. Actually, it ain't just breakfast. We're grabbing drinks, baby. All right. So what else do we have here? So not so much places to like eat or whatnot. It's just a place to vibe and drink. Vibe and drink. So I imagine like some of the workers, they're doing their thing here. You know, they're pulling turnips and fighting gophers or whatever the hell we did in Half Hill. I forget. We have that sort of it'd be kind of cool is if they were trying to sell this as um, you know, Half Hill this many years later. And so you have like this the very familiar structuring of Half Hill, but then it extends out to be like just so much more than that. That would be kind of neat if someone tried to commit to a build like that. Just wanna just saying something to inspire y'all to try something different. So in here, a very different greenhouse. I'm very, very much used to seeing heavy use of the Stormwind windows to like brighten the spot, make this really, really crazy looking space. Here, though, they're just letting the natural light do its work in this kind of like workshoppy area. So less of a greenhouse, more like a shed. Um, but it can also double up. Now, what's really cool is that like later on, as the greens grow, this place really starts to fill out. Then eventually, this whole thing can be covered in greens. That could be neat. Here we go. Oh, dude, how accommodating. I can grab some food right here. Boop. On the swing. Otherwise, chill, hang out. Like enjoy a few bites. Very nice. Very well dressed, by the way. Like they were saying, RP server. So I'm not surprised that the threads that people are sporting here are exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. Let's hide under this in this night fae thing. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's the night fae thing. Sure, whatever. And we have a place to sit, hang out. Nice themes, dude. Nice, nice themes. The Omnom folks. All right. So yeah. So tell me about this place. So do they use? So is this place used in like in a lot of like RP stories on Moonguard? Oh, okay. There's people here now. Nice. We RP here. Awesome. That's cool, dude. It's a roleplay Pandoran restaurant and hot spring resort. That's some of the most fun that you can get out of the housing. Like as a group thing, when we can do like all sorts of like group activities and role play and stuff like that. Like I'm not a role play person, I admit, but just I'm more like just watching these things happen. Oh, it's great. It is great to see. Yeah, loving this place. And it feels like that's one reason why it feels like very spacious. So it's meant to be a place where like a lot of folks will happen to gather around and like do things together. Oh, hey there. And you'll also want to make sure like if it's too cramped, then it kind of like rips away from that experience. It's like that whole balance between, I want to make this immersive place that feels convincing versus I want to make it's still a video game with individual people who are playing it. It's not just me. So that's actually a careful balance to keep, and this does a great job of it because notice how, for the most part, we're not like walling things off. We don't have like super low ceilings, things like that. It's very accommodating for gamers as well as this whole role play experience. So well done on that. It's something that I don't really think about um, as a not RPer. So all right, so here, oh, we have multiple levels we might be exploring here. Um, this place might be like way bigger than I thought. Like right up top is the sky, right? That's using a raised wind fountain for that, and then the way it's dressed up again, being very consistent with these Pandoran colors as we make our way like a little bit higher. But what's down here? The good stuff, baby. Coffee. Self-serve. So my kind of style. Grab yourself like a little snacky and you're good to go. Yeah, great use, very popular use, these benches, because of the neat shapes that they create in the pattern. That's where you're able to pull off some very convincing looks. Between that and the colors, of course. The sandfish is doing its work too, acting as a fountain. That's really good. That is really good. I'm not quite sure which fountain is being used here. The veil root fountain. Okay, that's good. I didn't realize that the texture could be like that big. So that's a really neat effect that they pulled off. Well done. So right through here. Boop. The bedroom, kind of? Yes, a bedroom. Whose bedroom? I don't know. Perhaps it's the boss's bedroom. Perhaps it's for guests, because it is not uncommon for folks to for an onsen to also be a place that doubles up as an inn as well. Okay, I like this a lot because they have like this sort of like this sort of style window, but it's open too, so I can actually just go out and see what's going on out there, because here we are on the outside once again. We hit this kind of like garden area. Very interesting with the colors. It's almost as if this is meant to be like this kind of like watered out, kind of a swampy area. That's here in this sort of outdoor corner. And again, great transitions as we're led back inside the house. So here I'm being really rude. I'm like crawling through the windows, being like, "Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, oh, they're playing checkers. Nice. Or they're playing is it Go? Yeah, nice. So we've entered a empty stairwell room, but of their design, and nice simple layout. You have the floor that kind of cuts through back towards the center room where we were at, and then these raised areas for like activities. So here you got gaming, big gaming, by the way. It's like, yo, your move, and they gotta crawl on top of that dude, pick that thing up, full fist, blam, slam it down. There we go. That's cool though. I really like how they ended up using the additional table here to help set up the game board. That's really good, and a lot of pieces too. Yeah, that's a lot of work. So many pieces here end up being like very heavily kit bashed in such a way to make these very convincing sights like this right here. You know, the sun is kind of going up. They're still playing. They ain't done yet. They're locked into that battle. You even have a little umbrella kind of setup they did here. That's what I'm getting out of that. That's neat. Little library spot here. And then, okay, that was the room that kind of led us around to here, so I am in the right place right now. All right, so let's go up this climb. Nice and easy. So up this elevation, I kind of want to see what's, I'll jog over here, see what's over here at the end. Because we have is that a painting? That is why does that painting look different somehow? Is it upside down? Yep, it's upside down. Okay. Yeah, it has I never really looked at it upside down. Huh. Interesting. Because at first it didn't look upside down. I just didn't know what it was. It has kind of like this caverny sort of look. So here's like the cavern, and then here's like a lake or something like that. And then here's the exit to the cavern. The sun happens to be like hitting down, just outside. So it's as if this is like some sort of like underwater, underground cave of sorts. It's kind of neat. All right, so let's jog over to this middle room. So here's the middle room that we're at. right? Where, yeah, there's the espresso machine. There's the good stuff. And we go across, and yeah, then we can go. So this is as high as we get, it looks like. But what's cool is how, you have this is the outside. We're considering this as the outside. So we have the trees that are just bursting through here, adding that much more life to it. That's awesome, dude. That's really good. So let's go through this door and into another bedroom. So it's kind of like a guest room. Oh, and they got their own the very private onsen. Okay, so this is VIP stuff right over here, dude. So they'll do their own private thing. They got their own. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me be proper. Go here, climb up, boom, 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 back inside, and get ourselves nice private spot. That's cool. That's cool. Wife and I have been wanting to go to Japan for like forever. We just never have an opportunity to even like plan something out, and we're also terrible at planning. So a lot of challenges there when trying to do that. But yeah, awesome. And then this is like just kind of a carve out that they did with the elven tables. Very similar to what we saw downstairs too. And then this kind of like matching pattern with the shelf back there, nice and filled out. Also, in a way, you can say it's kind of convenient. It's like, okay, we're sleeping. Okay, let me roll over really, really quick. Grab some, get some beer out of here, if there's beer in there, and enjoy ourselves a little bit more. All right. I'm gonna walk it down. Yeah. So I'm gonna jog, but I'm gonna path my way down, just so I can see this from all the different angles. Let's go back into this room. And then we retreat back from here, back into what I believe is the main room. There he is. Hello. And now we're going to go this way. Yeah, restaurant there. Awesome. They are locked in for their foods. Awesome. That's good. Into this hallway with another like daylight room. Oh, that's good. Okay, I love the way the lighting is here. That's sick, dude. And then what else is out there? There's some fence work back there too. Sort of giving an illusion of, a small distance illusion. It's as if like, panning this way is like this path that cuts across. So we happen to be, so it almost feels like we're at a somewhat lower elevation, at least relative to this. Not that we're like below sea level or anything, but just that, that's a hill of some sort. That's cool. That's really cool. Now, as soon as we enter this room, what do we have? We have Fate Scribe's room. That's what I'm seeing. You can't undo that. We're now in Fate Scribe's room, a place of trauma, a place of many wipes, and in the middle, welcome back to Shadowlands. I'm just kidding. Well, we have two spots. Oh, not two spots. Two resting areas before we go in to the octagon. And we do our battle. Really awesome shape. Really deadly too. So it's like here we go. We do our duel. We get knocked around. We smash our heads against like these rims. We're done. We are done. Now, of course, if we kind of like take a deep breath, kind of think this through, this is a single mat. It's a very, very pretty looking mat as well. Yeah, really, really pretty. Oh, and they got the whole gong thing too. Yes, perfect. Perfect. And then after they get blasted into the floor, we'll drag them out. Yo, let's get this guy some air. Let's splash some water on their face, heal them up and all that, and just have them just lay them on top of that rock. They'll fine. They'll walk it off. It's all good. So here they are, bloody mess, just kind of like laying there. Not even of their own fault. They slipped and they fell and they hit themselves like on the rim of this mat, right? You know what I mean? And so they're like, oh, I can't believe I slipped like that. Rook move, dude. Rookie move. But anyway, we're out here. And what I like about this a lot is we're still not done. We're invited to go kind of sort of inside. So this has the feel of being like an outdoor lot, but we're not really outside. We're still kind of in the vicinity of the of this whole of this whole kind of like temple slash onsen spot. But really, really pretty out. Great transitions here. You know, nice and solid. And then we're led into this spot here where we have several sitting rooms. Ooh, this is intimidating. You know, because here is Sanathan. And, you know, ooh, this is going to be tough. Cautalion. What are they doing? She's telling him it's over. What? I'm just here ordering food, you know, and you're telling me it's over. What's over? You're saying dinner's over? You think you and I are over? Like what's going on? And she's like, your horns pissed the hell out of me. It's like, yo, I was born like this. All right. Okay. I wasn't born. I was born again. Oh my God, you always say this whole born again thing, but then all you did was get fed up with whatever your life was at the time, and you thought that being a demon hunter was like the solution. It's like, of course it was the solution. I mean, dude, like my whole family was killed, you know, all that. Just like, dude, your whole family went on a trip. They're back. Like, what are you talking about? They're dead to me. That's what I mean. And so they got stuff to work out. What they need is to go back to the onsen and just, you know, just let the warmth just kind of push all that negativity out, right? Yeah. So I feel bad for him. He's just trying to he just wants to get food, right? And then yeah. So I hope things work out for him. I hope. Hey, look, a shrine. Light some stuff up, say a little prayer. It's like, here's the dude being like, I think I made the right decision being a demon hunter. Sheesh. What does she know about what I want? God. So, very nice. Very, very nice. All right. So, did I miss anything? Hmm. She and I are actually together IRL, and I'm sweet, sweet. Yeah, but did I miss anything? I think I explored both wings, and went through the went through the dojo, went through the different spots. Oh, here's all the folks. Yes. So okay, yes, gather around. Even those folks, even the couple. I'm sure everything worked out. Choose a place to go to. Like if you have a favorite spot that you want to do a pose in, go and I'll follow y'all. Otherwise, yeah, I'll come to y'all. Oh my, dude, there's so many of you. There's an army. Oh man. Ah, yes, yeah. Go to a favorite spot, and I will uh, and I'll follow. It's all good. So they want to go over here. All good. They're so polite. They're walking. Gosh. Oh yeah, this is totally the screenshot. Never mind everything else. Part of what makes housing and these kinds of environments like really great, of course, it's the decor, it's the way that things are put together, it's the theming and everything. But what can make housing really, really special um, is the people. It's the potential for role players or just like gamers who are like here to like run a race or to just like be like this sort of like ambient sort of vibe that really pops and really brings these places to life. It's so much more than eventually we're going to get cool things like, oh, we're going to get these cool pets and we can have like our mounts like walking around and maybe someday hunter pets. But right now it's people that really bring these things together and bring them to life. So thank you guys so much for bringing all this together. You guys made this build pop in a very, very unique way. I think it's really cool that you guys also do like whole RP events and things like that. There's a whole side of WoW that and I don't play it by the way either, but I do appreciate it. There's a whole side of WoW that people don't appreciate because they're not that kind of gamer. So you guys definitely deserve this kind of recognition that you enjoy it in this certain way because it's so different from what any of us experience. It's unique. It's yours, and be proud of that. Ah, that's cool. That was fun. And they do RP events on Tuesdays. All right, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, thank you again, guys. Yeah, like I said, those whenever we get the RP stuff, especially when it's a surprise, oh, so good. So good. Like sometimes I feel bad because for the most part we kind of go at my stream schedule and all that stuff. So people go out of their way to show up for these sorts of things. And so whenever that happens, at the very least I want to make sure that we acknowledge their presence and all that. All right. And 48. Off we go. All right, thanks again, guys. Gears should invite you to our summer barbecue. Ooh, barbecue. Oh, barbecue. Oh, man. What should I do for dinner today, actually? Because I've been sitting on these ribeye steaks for like a while. I don't want them to stay frozen for like ever, Yeah, maybe today will be a steak night. Yeah. I always feel bad because it's like a one-person steak night. Next week though, um, oh yeah, that means I'm gonna do two steak nights. Oh yeah, we're doing it. Hell yeah. I'll be right back. Cool. Pulled out a steak. So I have like this big old aluminum sheet thing. So shouldn't be any problem with getting that thawed for today. Yay. All right. Uh I think it's back there. Right? Yeah, this is the lot. This is 48. All right. Yep, it's a ribeye. Um, Ribeye is my favorite, followed by, well, do I have like a next one? Yeah, ribeyes are my favorite. Sometimes, like when we're feeling rich, we'll get we'll go to one of our favorite places. We'll get either the ribeye or a tomahawk. Um, I'd say prime rib would be next. Yeah. So I guess in general, like for like quote everyday steaks, ribeye, prime rib, and then New York. I like the New York cut. It's shaped in such a way it's very convenient because because it's a somewhat thinner strip, and then you have that like nice thing of fat on the side, and so you can have this whole. It's very convenient. You just cut out a slice, and then you have like a good balance of like meat and fat. If you want to keep some of it, I'll trim most of it off, but I'll leave like this nice little thing, and then all just kind of comes together. It's like having a French fry, but the ketchup is already included. Yeah. Great. Now enjoying the first steak. Yeah. Yeah. So was I. So was I. Got to go shopping. Mm. Anyway, I've had Wagyu before. I've had it a number of times, and I'm like, okay, I'll get it. Okay, it's out of my system. I'm good for a few years, and then I'll get a craving for it again. Um, yeah, try it once in your life, just once. I think that's all you need. Anyway, let's not get too distracted, right? All right, folks, we are at. Oh no, no, wrong name. That's a totally wrong thing. Here we go. All right, folks, we're at Bjorn's place. We're over in Founders, and somewhere there is the house. So, but I want to purposefully start here because here's the start of the lot. And so with this shot here, we have like a little bit of some foliage that's kind of like obscuring the house, obscuring the build. But then I just like the dressing here because we go into sometimes we go into a lot and then the house is like right in front of our face, right? Sometimes, like here, we go into the house and it's not immediately apparent. We're greeted to like the rest of what's being offered first, right? So it has this whole surrounding kind of vibe to it. But as we enter the lot, then we have, then we can kind of see how it's revealed, which is like this very cool looking, like kind of a dwarven vibe that I'm getting out of this. It's a little bit underground. We're climbing up to where like the flight point is over there. We have like a little bit of this dwarven feel with some of the decor. Out here, since we're on the coasts, we can enjoy some snackies and all that. I'd really like a small gazebo that has like a very low, if not mostly non-existent kind of a barrier there. Because the ones that we see are, they're very big and they're very versatile. But if I'm trying to enjoy like a nice view, it's hard. We don't have a lot of room for that. So now I want to do this climb here. So boop, boop, boop. And we're guided. We have our nice little guiding planks here. And then up here, big surface, lots of space up here. So in case there's like a whole party of folks that drop in, here we go. And everyone's just kind of gathering around. Make sure you don't slip. That's why these boards are here in the first place. Because you can see how the angling, it can get kind of sketch, especially if it happens to be raining. Oh, imagine if it was raining here, dude. This becomes more of a slide than a ramp. So trying to avoid accidents here. What's under this part here? So they closed off some stuff here. Actually, this is more for livestock. Yeah. So at some point, horses, cows, Brutosaurs, actually, it's already being sized for a Brutosaur, probably. They'll saunter in, take a big gulp of water or hay or whatnot, and then Brutosaur's like, dude, I eat steaks. Because we don't know that for sure. Do you know if Brutosaurs are carnivores or not? We know what, some other dinosaurs were, but what about Brutosaurs? You don't know. All right, so let's go inside. And as soon as we go in, very interesting because we have like this kind of like house vibe, right? We're greeted in again, very dwarven style sort of entrance, very strong on the branding. But then we climb in and then boop, cave. Interesting how we have like that sort of so it's as if they're putting together the house. They want to welcome people in. Hey, come on in, guys, put down your stuff, enjoy the smells and vibes and all that stuff. But get ready. Get ready because you're going to do some fierce climbs up and up. Yeah, this is going to be really cool. Now down here is the kind of entryway, so here's in some places, hey, we go in and we got this whole fireplace set up. Here's like a couch to sit on and all that. Nah, here we're in this kind of like underground grotto of sorts. And here's like this small fountain with these rare plants and whatnot that only grow here or something like that. That's neat. Now, this bush is kind of sus. How sus is it? Not sus enough. Okay. No, no, never mind. It is. Oh, I guess right. Okay, so actually, wait. Their notes say secret rooms behind tall green bushes. Okay, cool. I'm good with that. But I want to double check and explore the rest of this initial room first, because it looks like I can go that way as well. So let's do a brief climb, and then we'll come back down and we'll explore some more. All right. So let's go up. Lots of trophy setups already. And yeah, very interesting how things kind of like carve out. So here in this little closet space, actually there might be more back there. In this closet space, we have a full bar. It's not super full, but it's got everything we need, right? Mostly coffee stuff. Actually, it is mostly coffee stuff. Yeah, the roaster, the grinder, all the good stuff. Couple snacks there, and then here we're invited to sit, vibe, chill, have our thing. So unlike the downstairs, here's a bit more of a formal spot with which we can order food and have things brought to us, and then we can enjoy our stuff by the fire. It just happens to be, instead of down there, it happened to be up here. Meanwhile, folks can just kind of like chill. Oh, this is great. Love this entrance. Very, very comfy. Now, how do I want to do this? There's no clear indicator. But, okay, what did the note say? Try falling from the bar garden. From the bar garden. Okay. So this is the bar. Well, this is the coffee bar. Let's go through here because there's a big old arrow that tells me to go this way. Ooh, oh wow. Okay. Ooh. All right, this is actually kind of a lot. But we're here now. So we're here. Let's really throw down our weapons, make ourselves comfortable. And we have like some really, really tight seating here. That we have this whole illusion of it being a live bar, but also this is like a Dave and Buster's kind of spot. So I'm gonna grab my axe and like do some stuff, win some prizes, and take some plushies home. Either that or this is the audience being like, hit the target, do it, you suck, miss. They're like just taunting us and all that stuff, which is very brave because they are right there. It's like, if I had like 5 or 6 beers or something like that, and then you want me to hit that target right over there, and you're in front of it, and you're taunting me, my hand might slip, boop, and then y'all might be in trouble. So they better hope that they're plushies, because if not, all bad. So back here in this whole Dave and Buster's is where I get my prizes. Or not. Maybe this is like the boss's prizes. Maybe this is like their corner trophy room. I find this very, very unique, the way that this is being set up. Because here, all of a sudden down there's like all sorts of cave stuff. Not very open with the setup, but now we're back to the bar area. And this feels like an alternate entrance of sorts. Yeah. So in this next corner, another setup. Large, big trophy setups, lots of small knickknacks thrown together, celebrating like kind of themselves. And then as we go to the mid here, we hit the bar proper. Very, very filled out. Oh, that's neat. This Mephisto just is nomming on the Kraken. Okay, I find that highly creative. That's really cool. Love it. But yeah, like here's like the back spread. Yeah. Oh man. Lots and lots of details here. So this bar feels so like we were just earlier we were visiting a build where there was like a whole raid group pretty much that was helping to bring this whole onsen and bar and restaurant to life. Here we don't have that same vibe, so the depiction, the presentation It's coming off different. So instead of like having people here animated and stuff, we have like this kind of the kind of evidence of food's out, things are kind of like messy, they're strewn about, cleaning needs to be done, food is being prepped, is being made ready and all that. And so the place feels alive, even if there is like, you know, basically no one else here. But it looks great the way everything like comes together. You know, we turn out with like some really bright colors and these really great setups. Check out the canoe that's being presented here to help kind of dress things up. And then you have a number of seemingly random things. Big old neon pink pipes or magenta pipes or whatever. Painting dress the dressing in the middle plus pillars and big old barrels right in the mid to all dress this fireplace. You know, that's neat. That's neat. You know, it shows how even if things feel kind of like different or almost random, if they're cleanly assembled and put together, it just happens to work. And it turns out great. So I can imagine how the pre-construction of this, you know, looked really messy and then, you know, it kind of looks jank. But then as things fill out and as pieces feel complete, then you find like you can take a step back and be like, wow, this looks really good. Because it starts off with some fairly simple shapes. Pipes up here, pillars on the side, two shelves, two razorwood bar tables, some Freywood bar table style kind of things, the big old barrel. Those are the main shapes that really bring this together. And then there's like some extra shelves right over here. So these are the main shapes. And then from there, you add in the bits of personality, you know, and then we can get really detailed here. So you have like a number of these cups that are stacked together. It's not just like the one or whatnot. So they stack them together. So they try to make it look really nice. The lived in kind of feel with the bar, or one side with the mugs and foods out and kind of like scattered around really helps to, again, make this really pop. And we're seeing similar evidence of that with each of these like scenes. Here's the center scene, as we're going to call it. You know, different sorts of food that are put out. Another scene right here that we were just looking at earlier. And then elsewhere, you know, little private spots to like research, read, you know, check out books and all that stuff. Yeah, really, really nice setup. Very envious. Yeah, love how all this comes together. So we came from there. That was the shroud. So we're once again presented with left, right, and center. Actually, no, not to the right, because I think that led back around to here. So I think we're fine there. Let's go. Oh boy. This place is sprawling, dude. This place is quite big. All right. So here is the kitchen plus Pac-Man. So here's where all the food came from. Looking kind of sparse now. So it feels as if, okay, you know, big rush came in. We finally got all of our stuff out. Let's kind of wind things down. Some people are ordering a couple extra things, but you know, we can kind of calm the bar down a little bit. Very interesting pieces. Wall shelf, pipe, empty earthen style market bin kind of thing. Yeah, that's neat. Great shapes that come together. So I'll go through here. More pantry stuff. Oh, this is more straight storage. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. So here in this giant fridge, we're starting off with the canvases, but then now we're using like these new nameplates plus you know, handles that they added to give it that whole industrial look. You know what I like about this too is the shine that comes from these placards. It helps to give that whole metallic look. That's sick. That's sick. I like how it all came together. And then we complete the whole pantry stuff in this little closet. Cool. Plus magic egg. Who doesn't love magic egg? Oh, steak and eggs. I'm in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble. All right, so let's go to our left now. Actually, wait. Wasn't there another spot here? No, 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 no. Okay, very interesting. Okay, okay, okay. I'm losing my orientation here. So here's like this whole corner that takes us around back into the center. I totally forgot that there was this spot here, right? You know, let's go here. Let's explore. Oh man, there's an upper level too. Oh crap, dude. Oh boy, this build is crazy. It's really neat because right now I'm getting that whole feeling of, it's a big cave, but then as you go towards the center of it, that's when you hit like this bar. And so this is the whole cave that's surrounding said bar, so far at least. So this is actually, wait, this is the entrance. No, this is not the entrance. It just looks similar. Wow, dude. Okay, it's cool because it's being very cohesive too. So where will this take me? I'm just exploring now because yeah. Maybe this will take me to the entrance. I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. Oh boy. Do I walk through this maybe? Nope. Do I walk through this maybe? I don't think so. Yeah. This is cool because my sense of orientation is gone. It's just gone. So now we're just kind of like hoping we can backtrack to like something else because now we're in the mines all of a sudden. Oh boy. All right. So over here. Okay, behind us is the mine. Here is this sort of like transition-y, sort of restful spot as we're going through into the mine. All right. And then here's one. Okay, so we're going through a secret. Hopefully I'll go back to an area that I've seen before, which is, yes. Okay, awesome. We found, okay, one secret has been kind of like uncovered. All right. Kind of neat because we're purposely going over what feels like kind of a rivery spot. I like that. I really like that because here's the waterfall. Water's below us. We're climbing over it. Didn't have to be this way, but they did it, which I think is really neat. So now we go down the whole water thing. Nice, nice. That's why I rest after getting lost. No kidding. All right, so now we're going to where the children have long to go, the mines. Let's do it. Oh, okay, this is great. Lots of niffing candles and Dranithus crystals of all sorts litter the spot. So what I like about this is what I was kind of alluding to earlier today, things that still look very Warcraft. This feels, like a level designer put this together. So good. We got a thing because, wow, the kids get drinks. Wow, that's good for them. That's the kids are being treated right in the mines here. Well, let's see how things are looking. Because I don't know where this is going to take us, honestly. Going through here, and then, okay, and then that's it. Unless I fall. Am I going to fall? No. The mines end here, I think. Awesome. So let's navigate our way back. It doesn't look like I can climb up anywhere from here, just like the drill. So yeah, they just made a mine. Yeah. That's neat. I like that. I mean, we're in a cave build, so it's hard to not have something like a mine. Or sometimes it'll be like, hey, let's have this place where, we're digging for more. So you have like the drills being set up, like we saw one mole machine back there. But yeah, we can have like drills, things like that to help sell the story. All right, now I'm thrown off. Wait, how do I go back the way I came actually? So was it through here? No, it wasn't through here or there. Oh no, it was. Ooh, shucks. Hmm. Okay, so this is where we're at. I'm trying to make my way back to the bar, basically. So I think I was here. Not here. Hmm. And then this takes me back to the entrance. Wait, how did I? Hmm. Okay, I'm determined to find the way that I came because I lost myself here. Darn it. How humiliating. So that's not anything that there's I don't think there was like a secret thing that I like wandered through. But I could have swore I climbed down into this. Yeah. Huh. I've actually stumped myself. Darn. All right. I'm going to retrace my steps because I'm determined to make sure I get back on. I'll make sure I know where I came from too. So I went up here. Here's like the bar. Boop. And then this way is that climb down. Yeah, so I climbed down from here, right? I think. Ooh. Yeah, and then I went this way. And I was like, okay, where am I going now? And I wasn't sure. Wait, and then here's the spot. Huh? Yeah, here's the mine, right? Oh, okay. Okay, it was just that tiny gap. Oh, Buster. Okay. Okay, we're good now. We're good now. All right, so I'm gonna retrace from here. I just want to see it from like the different angle. Wow. Wow. Oh, I love that. This place is sprawling. Like some of the coolest things is when you don't know when you're going from one room to the next. Like I have none of that. And I really enjoy that. I really enjoy those kinds of builds where you just pretty much get lost. So can I go through here? Yeah, I can go through here. Now I can climb higher. Takes the mind of a dwarf. Oh, look at that. We're rewarded with a hot tub. Heck yeah. So we got our hot tub set up. We got our smokes. We got our okay. This is dangerous. You smoke, you drink, you lay in the hot tub. It's boiling. So I don't think it's intended, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are a number of casualties. Wait, hold on. What's up there? Holy cow. Okay, whoa, what is that? That is a thing. Very interesting. So I don't see an easy way up from here. Yeah, a demon hunter can get up there, but not me. Um, but there is quite the collection of stuff up here. Huh. Now it doesn't look like it's leading anywhere specifically, but all of a sudden it's like there's like the bar area, and then here is where like the rest of the sausage gets made. you know, all the tech that's behind the construction of the bar. Oh wow. Yeah, what's really cool is we're seeing lots of details that are very easy to miss, but they put a lot of work into making sure they're there. So, like for example, like some of the flowers that are up there, plus the moon. Well, it's like, why is it there? We don't, our eyes really going to be directed to that? I guess the thing is, if we are, then we're rewarded with a little bit more detail. That's neat. All right, let's make our way down. So we're back in the bar area. And I saw there was a note here about try falling from the bar garden. So I'm not entirely sure what the bar garden is, but I think this is like, this might have been it. But we'll keep exploring. There's a lot of ground to cover still. Such as here. I don't think I've, no, I Shoot, have I gone through here yet? I'm not sure now. But across from here, water will cross over and into this signage here where we see nothing else. But, oh, look at that. We got Murgles down here too. Hey, Murgles. So they're doing their thing too. And yeah, so it's a nice little cave spot. And that's it. It's just a nice little cave spot for like those Murgles to hang out. Yeah, like really cool scene. Really cool scene setup. Now, is there anything higher than this? Okay, we got the highlights over the tree. Murgles are hanging out. All right, so let's backtrack. So back into the bar area. Okay, where haven't I gone yet? Shoot, there's like so many places, dude. No, the water is great. Absolutely great. Okay, so we know it's there. So I think I am going to backtrack now. I'm going to go back the way I came, past the axe throwing thing. We're going to make our way down here. We know where that leads us, which means we're going this way now. Boop. All right. Vibes have shifted now. A lot. Because, like, we're still under the bar area if my spatial orientation is okay. So we're greeted with what looks like a freaking like a generator room of sorts. But I'm also like, okay, this begs to be clicked. Yeah, we'll go there later. Let's see what's going on in here first. So in this spot, now it feels like a pretty lived-in place. We have a number of collections here. Collections or like game pieces or perhaps trophies of sorts. Yeah, so it feels like more like a personal space. I mean, this is a secret shelf that we went into. So we have our own vanity. We have our products. We can rinse off, get dressed, good to go. Very interesting pieces. There's like one large dwarven structure that's busting through there, and that's all it is. It's just being there just for the sake of creating this sort of shape. Actually, no, these are posts. Single posts, right? Yeah. Single posts that are there. Yeah, that's neat. And then back here, full-on shower, extra bath mats. Nice. We wash our hair with that. Okay, that's. Oh, maybe because they are earthen, and then they use straight up chemicals to clean themselves up. Perhaps. Love the extra lighting effects. Yeah, that come from. Yeah, this is a very modern style window. I'm sorry, mirror, because there are some of those mirrors that happen to have like the semi-transparent lights where it'll kind of like make the mirror glow a little bit. Very interesting. And these are like some aqua windows that are like barely like kind of like leaking through. That's how you're able to get that that sort of glow there. That's neat. Then right through here, booksies. Again, more collections. It's like a whole collection of like what they've been acquiring. And it has this nice lived-in feel. Yeah, dude, this build's crazy. And then here's the bed. Complete with like hunter table stuff. Illumination is great. Oh, very thoughtful too, because it's like, it's being used as like the back wall sort of. But if I'm laying down, the way the angling is, I'm not going to be bothered by it either. At least not too much, I hope. But yeah, really nice setup. Very intimate. It goes to show like just how you can have a bedroom not be very big. So like so in this case, we're just using an L-shaped room. That's it. Books, surfaces to like lay stuff down, maybe work on a couple things in their own privacy, some trophies to celebrate, some supplies or whatnot, and then boom, just sleep. That's it. Nice and simple. I like it. I like this room. And of course, back here you have a number of other collections, and then of course your bathroom and everything too. Sweet. So let's go this way now into what I call this, the engine room, something like that. So we're in the area under the bar, I think, and lots of technology here. So I'm still kind of like, to me, it's sort of a mystery. We've seen this, we've seen the crash piping in the bar area, where it's helping to power up like certain devices or whatnot. It just hasn't, I haven't figured out like a complete story other than, okay, they're using thermal energy inside, under the ground to power everything here. And it just, pink or not, it's just a way to show like the whole transfer of energy from one spot to another. So it could be as simple as that. This, not so much. This is like, I don't know, teleported to who knows what. This could be one part of the whole generator thing that we're talking about. It's like, yo, where's the power source come from? It's got to come from somewhere. And it very much could be that. So cool. Cool little generator spot. All right, so I'm going to jog back. And we'll see if this winds anywhere else, because I'm not sure if I've seen everything. So I'm still seeing, okay, small secret rooms behind tall behind tall bushes, which I'll do one pass just to make sure. But at least in this bar area, we're not really seeing like those bushes. These are all like pretty, pretty paved out, or at least, made in such a way that we're able to, actually, this might be a thing. Yeah. So maybe not a dead end after all. Oh, okay. So I think this is what we were talking about Charlie falling from the bar garden. Okay, so, oh, wait, this is the mine. Yeah, we were here. Oh, so that's why this was a dead end. Right. Okay. I get it. Oh, wait, what was that? That was, oh, paving stones. Okay, that's different. Okay. All right, so I think we've now looped around. Uh-huh. Back to the mines. And then I stop here. I make an immediate left, cut through here, see if there's any secrets real quick, which I think there weren't, because I think I checked here a little bit before. Yeah. And okay, I'll gotta check one more time just in case. Sorry. Yeah, and out here, I think there was nothing out here either. And then we climb up, I think. And back to the bar. And then we saw what was up there too. All right. I think we have seen everything. Yay. Yeah, wow, this is a great spot. This is one of my favorite caves. Really good personality here. Because not only did you have this very sprawling cave, but like kind of in the juicy center, you had this very expansive bar area. Yeah, this looked great. This was a lot of fun. So thank you very much for showing me your place, and thanks to everyone who took part in today's visits. These were a lot of fun. We got to explore lots of cool stuff, some great RP, some great builds and techniques. If you told me I'd be a houseman 6 months ago, I thought so you're crazy, but look at this. Yeah. No, housing is, oh man, housing is such a gift. No, thank you for inviting us over. Like this, it was a great experience. Yeah, I must have been thrown off today because I think the first couple of places, I totally forgot about taking screenshots. I was just like locked in. I was like, oh, let's go. So I need to definitely make sure I go back and get some screenshots in so I can do the roundup. Wait, did I even do yesterday's roundup? Crap, I didn't. See, I got so caught up with like real life stuff yesterday. Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna do a double feature recap of yesterday's visits with hydro premades, and then of course today's as well. So yeah, yeah, didn't mean to. That almost feels like a disrespect. Gosh, I feel super bad. But this is a lot of fun. It makes me feel bad because I haven't had a chance to work on my own plays for like ever, and I know that I like I know what I need to do. There's like certain things that I need to get, namely a crap ton of ochre windows. I need a lot of them, which which isn't going to be hard for me to do. You know, yeah, it's not hard for me to get that stuff. It's just like, I got to do whatever the hell the thing is called. um, Meadery, cinder brew meadery. Stop being the last. No, no, it's not. It's not a party. It's not a party. Real life sucks sometimes. It's nothing bad. It's just been taking up a lot of bandwidth and all that. So, there is, I think there is a non-zero chance that I might not do a weekly if there isn't like terribly much to talk about, and I might just stream instead, and I'll just build. I don't have any scheduled visits or anything like that, but I don't think I want to do any visits. I think I want to actually just, sit and actually have some time to like play and I want to finalize some of this other stuff too. Like I really want to get this thing done, but I think I need more statues. Funny enough, I need more. I need more, or I feel like I need more. Um, yeah. So I could use some more back here. So like one, two, two. I think two is good because I don't think there's much I can do here. This is the toughest part because I'm already like encroaching on like. Actually, no, that's not so bad. Yeah, that's not so bad. Maybe I can do stuff with that. Yeah. Yeah, because what I'm doing now, like this is a statue that's horizontal, and I'm just trying to make this sort of like background kind of thing, and I think this is good. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I can't do anything. There's very little room for me to do stuff back here, but I need to make this work. I got to make that look convincing, and if I can, then cool, I win. Um, Maybe do it on its side, looking down from the like a god. I think it would stick out too much. I don't want it to come out too much. Um, yeah, and I might do something where I put up a whole bunch of privacy screens, so that way, because I already have some that are here. Yeah, there's a bunch of privacy screens that I have here in this spot. Oh yeah, yeah, I could see like how I'm. Yeah, there's some errors here, but oh well. It's better than falling because I've fallen a few times. I'm like, oh no. Yeah, so those are fine. I think I put up a screen there too. Yeah, so everything's fine there. Um, yeah, I just got to make this thing cleaner. I'll figure it out. So like I've seen some builds where people did a really good job of setting this up. It looks so good, and I'm like, oh, you guys are so gross. I hate you. With how smooth it looks. Um, Got to close off the back rooms. Well, I mean, like definitely this area down here, it's not done. Like I gotta pave this thing. I gotta pave it like a certain color or something. Use beams or whatever. This I don't care about. This is Project House, so I don't care about this. Um, if anything, I gotta turn this into like something else. Um, but yeah, the whole idea is to separate everything with dark portals, so that way whenever we're going from one spot to the next, then you kind of know, okay, things are going to change a lot because this is Project House. Look at that. As soon as the place, it takes hours. I'm counting on like 10 minutes, man. Gosh. For things, yeah. But yeah, here's the thing that I need like a whole crap ton of like Ochre windows for. Like this is not progressed at all. I feel bad. But I think 10 should be good. Um yeah, 10 should be good for filling out the spot. So I need to color that in here and here. And then I'll effectively have this whole contrast between, lit sky and then a lot of clouds. And I think that'll do it. Then I'll consider that done. I haven't touched this in forever. Yeah. But then Pendarn one is pretty much done. Yeah. I will call it done. But then once that's done too, I'll still want to make the whole vibe of it being a stage. So I'll have like some Mechagon lights that are like down here, spotlights, little snack table or whatnot, maybe a director's chair if I can figure out what would be a good director's chair. Um, yeah, and then it'll have like that sort of thing to it. So that would be cool. And then that room will be considered like done, ready to be blueprinted, pretty much. Because that'll be cool, dude. Um, Having a whole bunch of different starting screen things that are set up, and then I'll just switch from one blueprint to the other if I want to just kind of load them up, because that would potentially help save on budget because it means that I don't need to have every room active at the same time. So that's another benefit of having blueprints is again being able to work on multiple things at more projects simultaneously without having to really sacrifice your budget too much. Oh, thank you, boy. Soldiers by the Alchemy ones from Durrell. No, that doesn't work, unfortunately. Um, so I don't think I have. Do I have the regular ones on me? I don't think I do. Yeah, I only have the plain one. So the other one here. Let me use the catalog actually. Um, so if I use this one, so this is the one that you can buy. So the problem with this one, I think that you can buy is notice how you have that stud that's sticking out. That's annoying. So let me see if this happens to work. I can't do advanced mode with this thing. But yeah, but that's the problem with it is that it has this little stud guy sticking out, and that thing sucks. It makes it harder for the glow to come out. At least it makes it harder for it the way to come out that I want to. But yeah. Yeah, and notice how the way the glow pops, it's like up here. So it makes it harder. But I got some time. I got 5 minutes. Trying to hit okay. Okay, there we go. Let me go down a character by one window because I think one of the windows is being used in Light's Refuge right now in the Alliance house. I don't want to take that out. I don't want to touch that house. I'll visit it, but I don't want to touch it. Where's Popgun? Popgun. Oh god, can I even teleport to Dornagle from here? Crap. I don't know if this character even learned the teleport spell. Yeah, let me see how it looks. Because I know that I tried it like a while ago and I'm like, this ain't working. But I'll try it again. Let's see how it comes together this time. Because I might be shocked. And that'll save me some time. So teleport to Dornogle. Yay. The thing hasn't changed. Nice. So I think you got it. Oh, I could actually get 2. Sure, why not? 2 can't hurt. All right. I should be on this guy. Could add them on the side with the closeouts. We'll see how that looks. Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, you see how that comes out? The damn stud. It's so big and gross. Yeah. And it's got to be smooth, and I got to make it smooth. You know, if I put it too far back, then I get that, and that's just also gross. Yeah, and the normal window pops the same way, I think. So here's the other one. So like that's the difference, right? Rotate it and hide the stud behind the rocks at the bottom. I could, but then I'm gonna end up having this whole like crisscross sort of thing. And I don't think that is gonna look so great for, because I'm not trying to make a solid yellow, right? You can kind of see like right here how it's kind of like streaky looking. I'm cool with that. You know, to me that looks pretty cool. But of course, if I do it like this, then it's not going to work right. And ultimately, the other option is for me to just run metery 10 times. It's not the end of the world, but I'm such a lazy sack of shit. so, uh, so so that's all I'm really contending with. And I just put that thing behind the thing. Now that might be a pain to get to. Crap. Oh no. Oh boy. Can I select it? Crap. I'm gonna have to advanced mode that. Okay, this thing I can get. That I can make go away. This thing tougher. Kind of messed myself up. Something starts with M. All right. Yeah, you can see like I don't have too many right now. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have 10 right now. So if I get 10 more, then I think I'll be in a pretty good spot. It's just Zav, okay, what's up, dude? Oh, you caught me just as I was about to wrap things up for the day too. But yeah. Cool. Cool. Um yeah, so a bit of work to do. Yeah, I might just spend tomorrow. Yeah, if I decide to not do a weekly, I will try to make up for it by just streaming, and I will just hang out. No, sorry about that, dude. I'm gonna find a place to raid though. I don't think I did one yesterday, but I'll make sure I do one today. What are my goals in the house? Multiple goals. Yeah, I can talk that up real quick. So one goal is to set up this starting screen backstage kind of thing. You know, so I'm remaking starting screen. So here's one, here's another. That's still work in progress, and here's one that is definitely work in progress. I heard about the lightsaber. Yeah, so I'm kind of eager to pick that one up. What's another room? This room. It might be this room, or it might be um the initial room here when I come in. So one of these is going to be just an all black and white room. I want to try and go for that kind of effect. That'd be kind of neat. Um, Here's the QR code for anyone who's interested in that one. Hey. And then there is this one that I'm working on. Like it's kind of like this whole meeting hall of the gods kind of thing, you know. So setting up like a certain sort of vibe here. Yay. And that's it so far. So I've been working on just kind of like my own thing, like little smaller projects and stuff like that. I still have yet to work on like a house, like a room or whatnot that I can call my own. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. So let me find a stream to raid. That is not Kraken Latte. No offense, but I just want to make sure. Oh, let me give a big thanks too. Because I know I've been really bad about it. So let me start from yesterday, just in case. Big thanks to Coda Bear. Thanks to Sindel, to Critter Blitz. Thanks to Fell once again. Thanks to What a Peepo. Big thanks to Cephlar, aka Shadow Fiend. Thanks to Lunia, and thanks to Mo Hwain for the big 5 gifted subs. Much appreciated. Y'all are awesome. Of course, big thanks to everyone who had invited us over to check out their places. Big thanks to Hydro Premades for offering themselves up as well. And of course, thanks to you guys for coming along with me for the ride. This was fun, as always. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. If you see me, you see me. If not, then well, you'll know. But for now, let me find someone to raid. No one's on. Never mind. Okay. Well then. Good luck finding a stream to raid to hang out in. I'm gonna have to do the same if I want to get my cotton candy Murgle like today at least. Shucks. But yeah, you guys have a great rest of the day. I'll see you guys when